This is what she hears? Bob, there's nothing to be nervous about. Approved. Bob, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Oh, it's this morning. After everything I have done, you're still willing to try for me. All right. Well, then let's get back into things. Last time. Right. Monica and Yuri. Well, Monica was over Yuri's house. And they drank alcohol. And then Monica apparently is a very truthful drunk. So she just start yapping about everything. And not really worrying about, you know, how it can be perceived. So she basically trauma dumped on Yuri. Yuri not understanding what the fuck's going on because she respects the boundaries that Monica's put on herself. And saying like, ayo, I don't want to talk about this shit because you literally can't because of what it is. But as this music suggests, today might be quite hopeful. Let's get back into things. Kick around a pebble while waiting up for Sayori. Keep thinking about yesterday. It was good, wasn't it? Not really sure if I made a mistake telling her how I felt again, even though I've been telling myself that I'm starting to understand that Sayori genuinely feels worse when people worry about her. I still go and endlessly say, hey, I'm still worried sick about you. Jeez, Bob, you absolutely suck at this stuff. I do. It's common. We have the same thing, me and the main character here. Hey! My negative thought patterns are broken when the bundle of sunshine shows up. Morning. Ready to get going? Ready. Did you finish your poem for today? Pat my bag with much enthusiasm. Yes, ma'am. I think it came out quite good. Yours? Yep, I think mine came out good too. But I'll have to wait and see what everyone else thinks first. Wait, what do you mean? It's gotta be proud of your poem before hearing what other people think. Yeah, I know, but isn't it better to bring yourself down so that people cannot expect too much from you? No? I mean, when you put it like that, I'm guilty of that too. Great, you understand me then. Come on, let's get going. Well, wait, you... Ugh. Laughed to myself as Sayori interlocks her arm with mine and pulls me along. It's been a while since she's done that, so I guess it's a good sign that things are getting better. A phone vibrates from close by. Was that your phone or mine? It's mine. Can you grab it for me? It's in my bag. She turns slightly around and allows me to reach into her bag for a vibrating phone. Oh, it's Yuri. I hand Yuri the phone and she answers. Hello? Nope, I'm just with Bob. We're walking to class together. Did something happen? Is she okay? Raise my eyebrow to show my curiosity, but she keeps me in the dark. Could you tell her that it's okay? I want her to rest. As Yuri's conversation continues, I try to put two and two together. Clearly, Yuri is calling on behalf of someone else, and there's only two possibilities on who that could be. Natsuki or Monica. Playfully lean in and try to listen, but Sayori actually moves back and gives me a stern look. Must be pretty serious, huh? Yeah, just tell her to take it easy. Don't worry about the club. I can handle it. Okay, bye. Sayori hangs up the call and looks back at me. What was that all about? It was nothing. I'll tell you about it later. Let's just get to class now, okay? But then don't say it's nothing. Just acknowledge the fact that it is something, but you will have to tell later. All right. Sayori and I walk to our respective classes as usual, but she's pretty silent the whole way through. Clearly whatever happened is on her mind now. But it's probably something personal to either Natsuki or Monica, so I can't really pester her about it. Guess the best thing I can do is go about my day as normal. Yeah, that's fun, being kept in the dark for this shit. Oh, yes, my favorite song. It's here again. It has blessed us with its fucking song. A. Ah. A. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. I listen to this on repeat sometimes when I feel like it. Ah, it's so good. Sayori and I meet up at the cafeteria for the first time in about a week. We point out an empty table and walk over to it. Not sure why, I'm feeling extra hungry today. I had a pretty decent breakfast. Really? What'd you have? Some salmon, steamed rice, and miso soup. Oh, sounds yummy. My mom made me some tamagoyaki, which, if you may remember, is something that she used to make for us all the time. Oh yeah, she'd make that every morning after our sleepovers. Those were the times. Yeah. You should try having another sleepover. Oh, you sure? I don't want you to feel pressured or... It's okay, Bob. I want to hang out with you more. It just means more chances to make you smile. Nearly choke on my lunch when she says this. That's probably the nicest thing anybody has ever said to me. What do you mean? I say nice things to you all the time. Well, no, not... What I meant is like... How can I put this? See, this is a guy thing. Us guys don't really get compliments a whole lot. So whenever we do get them, we remember them for the rest of our lives. Whoa, really? Let's test that out. Siri, I don't know if I'd be able to answer on the spot. Do you remember the time I complimented you your hair? Oh, you mean that one time in middle school? Yeah, clear as crystal. You told me that you loved playing with my hair, and I've kept the same style ever since. Shiori's shocked expression has only made me realize how embarrassing this actually is. But it's true. I think I remember every single time Shiori has complimented me. Whoa, that's amazing. I never knew you remembered that. Ah, it's adorable, Bob. Shiori reaches her hand over to run it through my hair. No, wait, Shiori. Wait. That feels really nice for some reason. She pulls her hand away. Bob, you're really nice as a compliment. Yes! Yes! Mental note, check. Thank you, Geek. It is now the 18th of January, 2024. I will never forget this moment in my life, Geek. In 20 years, when I'm still streaming, I want you to come back and try to remind me of this specific date that you put Kek W at the end of your compliments. You know what? That's the first compliment I've gotten with Kek W in there. Do that again? Do what? Never mind, I'm good. Shiori reaches out again and runs her hand through my hair, gently fixing it up. Close my eyes for a minute, enjoying the strangely pleasurable sensation of Shiori playing with my hair. Thank God the sentence did not end after sensation. As I open my eyes, I catch a few other students glancing our way and giggling, including... Well, looky what we have here. Oh, Natsuki, you interrupted my private hair appointment. Who are you kidding with private? The whole cafeteria has basically been enjoying you both for the last 5 minutes. Ooh, do you think other people will want to get their hair played with too? That's too many people. I think I'd like it best if I was only your client in this regard. Nah. By the way, Shiori, what's up with the club meeting today? Yuri told me what was up. Right, I almost forgot. Let's not have a meeting today. Today was supposed to be a poem sharing day, but I don't want to leave Monica or Yuri behind. Aaron, I was afraid you'd say that. I was kind of looking for an excuse to stay at school a bit longer today. Want to come over to my house today? You can stay over if you'd like. You sure? Your parents will mind me staying over? No, my mom loves it when I bring friends over. Well, sure, I'm down. Oh, we are getting into the thick of it now. Oh, the hood is pulling up. Yo, Natsuki. Girl I've only seen glimpses of suddenly comes from behind Natsuki. Where have you been? We haven't seen you in a while. Shiori, Bob, this is a friend of mine. Hello, I'm Shiori, nice to meet you. I only wave and give her a friendly smile. Right, how rude of me. I didn't mean to interrupt you guys. Are these your new literature club buddies? Yeah, what do you want? The tension in the air thickens incredibly quickly. Hey now, no need to get feisty on me. I just wanted to see who you ended up hanging out with. Are you guys all master writers or something? I'm actually the vice president of the club. Ooh, vice president, huh? Natsuki, you're really up with these guys, aren't you? Natsuki didn't decide to bring a whole bunch of their fan fiction, did she? Hey, what are you doing bringing that up for? I wasn't aware that she wrote some. Oh, you mean you actually didn't bring it up in your club? I would have thought it's like perfect for that. She's a great writer, you know. The fanfiction she showed us was hilarious. I didn't plan on sharing it with you guys, not yet at least. Also, they were meant to be serious stories, you know. Well, yeah, but it doesn't change the fact that it was funny. Hell, it was so serious as it came full circle, and I couldn't take it seriously. But who takes fanfiction that seriously anyway? Jeez, did you really have to say that? In fact, fanfiction doesn't have to be the best reputation, but it seems a little harsh. She probably knows Natsuki better than me, so... But hey, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking around with you. Why don't you hang out with us anymore? Well, because... Oh, I get it. You're in your fancy grown-up literature club now, so you're too grown up for us. Is that it? Wait, since when did joining the literature club make you grown up? Or is she implying that being part of us makes us arrogant snobs or something? You know that's not true. Then come back. We miss having you around. You and your cute little plushies you used to bring. Natsuki's friend glances at me and Sayori. Can you believe people are into that stuff? So childish. She suddenly jumps up and looks surprised. Oh, not that I'm saying that you're childish, Nat. It can just be kind of weird to see someone that isn't a kid walking around with those. You don't have to make them for the club, do you? Is cute stuff like that allowed? She asks this in a pretty condescending way. It's actually starting to get on my nerves. Before I say anything though, Sayori furrows her brow and looks very annoyed. Can I say something? What's up, Miss Vice President? Did you ever stop and really think about why Natsuki slowly stopped hanging around you guys? Do you guys ever truly think to yourselves, gee, I sure wonder why Natsuki stopped hanging out with us after we belittled her all the time? It's none of my business, but how can you expect Natsuki to go back with you guys if the first conversation you have with her is nearly 2 weeks is so condescending? Whoa, that came out of nowhere. What are you even talking about? Just came over to say hi. Who are you even anyway? We've been friends with Nat since high school started. We know her better than you do. Okay, name one thing you know about me that isn't years old. Easy, you love to bake. Who doesn't know that at this point? Good point, good point. Let's see. I like to watch a lot of anime and you read a lot of manga too. This is only proving my point. Don't you understand? Natsuki's always excited to share her passions with you all and you give her such a hard time for it. Wouldn't you also want to leave a whole bunch of friends who don't treat you equally? Sayori, I think that's enough. Oh, She pauses and stares at Natsuki for a few seconds. Natsuki, is that really how you felt? All this time? It is, isn't it? Gosh, I didn't even... She looks back towards the table as she supposedly came from, almost as if she was making sure nobody would hear her. We just thought you were cool with those kinds of jokes. Didn't know it really bothered you that badly. They did. I even tried telling you. Alright, I get it. I did think you were cool to hang out with, but whatever. And just like that, she's gone. As I stare at the table she walks towards, the other girls look confused. Almost as if they expected her to bring back Natsuki without any trouble at all. I'm sorry, Natsuki. You didn't have to step in for me like that, Sayori. And I didn't need them finding out why I stopped hanging out with them. Heck, I'm surprised they even noticed. Maybe I should go back. Might not be my place to say, but Sayori's right. From what I saw, that probably isn't the best idea. I know you don't like it when I step in like this, but I just had to say something. It's not that, it's just... It's still hard for me to express these kinds of feelings, even when I know I don't like what's happening. I know it's confusing, especially when I don't like when people stand up for me. But, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, thanks. You're welcome. And I'm sorry again for doing this. If I ever begin to push past your any boundaries, though, let me know. I can get a little bit carried away when it comes to helping my friends. Sure. Well, that settles that, I guess. I almost forgot you hung out with another group other than us, to be honest. Jesus, reading is hard. Ugh. Seems like we're way better though, huh? Psh. Yeah, I guess you guys are alright. As long as you don't make fun of my poems again, Bob. Yeah, don't do that or I'll have to get real mean. I'll raise my hands up to show my innocence. Alright, alright. Consider that lecture you gave the girl earlier. I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end. Good. No, that was cool. little bit of a closing statement over there. Maybe a little bit of a opening for Natsuki to still hang out with that one person. I don't know. Could be cool. The rest of the school day progresses as normal. Let's give us some assignments as well as some make-up work for this weekend. And that was about it. I wasn't lying when I told Sayori that my grades were improving, but it will still take some time. Natsuki went home first, probably to change out of her uniform. Meanwhile, Sayori and I are hanging out in the same spot we were in yesterday, just talking. Wouldn't you be more comfortable in another outfit? What do you mean? Well, I'm going to go ahead inside and change anyway, so I don't want you to be out here just waiting for me. Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah, I actually have a new outfit to show you. I bought it at the mall yesterday. Sweet, looking forward to it. It actually comes into play, that's quite good. Oh, hey, look at you! Direct my gaze to Sayori's new outfit. She's donning a cozy looking sweater that seems to hug her frame just right. That's a weird way to think of it, isn't it? Yeah, let's not ever think of that like that again. Yeah, you don't need to stare so long. It's just a basic sweater. Hey, you can still look good in something simple, can't you? I guess you're right. I'm glad you like it. Not so sure why seeing Sayori in just a sweater gives me a funny feeling in my stomach. You sure it's not just a bit below there? She looks good on it. That much is true. But why do I feel so shy around her now? It's gotta be some weird combination of seeing her in an outfit that seems to be showing off a bit more... showing off more of her authentic side than her being more comfortable in than me. Or maybe I'm just overthinking it. Either way, she looks adorable. So, when did Natsuki say she was coming over? I'm not so sure, but probably soon. She doesn't live too far from us. Right. I'm assuming I'm not invited into this little hangout. Well, don't say it like that. You'll make us all feel bad. That's not what I meant to do, sorry. I guess I just, should be careful with my words here. Just wanted to hang out with you a bit more. Just us, you know? Yeah. Negative Riz. Negative Riz. Holy shit. That's crazy. I'll text you when you can come over. You sure? Of course, I want to hang out with you too. But you know how Natsuki can get. She doesn't like when boys interrupt girls' nights. Right. Not sure why I suddenly started thinking back to the day Sayori and Natsuki, the day Natsuki saw Natsuki and I together. Jesus Christ. Please, words, do be wording. Something I'd be able to put out of my mind for a while, but now it's coming back in droves. Is there some unresolved guilt here that I have to deal with? Should I even apologize for something like that? Bringing it up now seems like a horrible idea, especially since I don't know if Sayori even cares about that moment. My thoughts interrupted when Natsuki appears down the street also wearing a new outfit. Hey guys, I see you both decided to wait patiently for me. I guess you could say that. But I guess that's my cue to head on home. Don't want to interrupt girls' night. Yeah, you got the right idea, Bob. But don't worry, we'll bring you a cupcake later. Oh, cupcakes. Let's get started then. Appreciate that. You two have fun. I'm gonna go ahead and all my assignments. As Natsuki's turn around, I catch Sayori wink at me, solidifying what we planned earlier. Smile and wave back to show my understanding, and then head back home. You're just like, she's showing? Yeah, I know. And there's no way to fucking hide it. Can't help but think about that Natsuki thing again. Can't be something to apologize for, because it was a spur-of-the-moment deal. I think it really represented how I felt. I mean, it is how I thought I felt. Natsuki agreed that's how it went down. But I don't think it seemed that way to Sayori. For her, must have felt like her entire world was coming down. Nah, just casual. Just a casual mental breakdown. Haha. Just a run-of-the-mill mental breakdown. That's crazy. Shake my head and try to put these thoughts out of my mind again. Problems for another day. I wish I knew the right thing to do, but I don't. Reminiscing on it isn't going to help. I decide to just focus on my homework and wait for Sayori to text me later on. Another day. Oh, no, not another day. We just need to... Oh, we're back here. Oh. A full day has passed. I've been stuck on this couch for most of the day, only getting up to use the bathroom or to eat something. Yuri hasn't left my side, though. Thinking about what I saw last night still sends chills down my spine. You didn't have to miss school for me, you know? I wanted to. It wouldn't have felt right otherwise. Try to put the image of last night's dream out of my mind, but doing so only makes me anxious again. Hey, how did you know what to do? What do you mean? When I was having my nightmare, you comforted me. I wasn't expecting you to do that. I've had experiences with that in the past. I didn't really think about it. I just immediately knew what to do. That's amazing. No, it's not. It is. I sit up from the couch and sigh. Everything that I've learned about you, it's wrong. Flipped upside down. I don't know what you mean. You've grown so much in the last month. When we first met, you wouldn't even look at me. And now you're able to help people struggling with a panic attack. Does that not sound amazing to you? Not really. I only see it as helping as a friend. Nothing more, nothing less. That's what makes you amazing. Sorry, I'll chill out with the compliments. Yuri and I stay silent for a while. Hey, I wanted to ask you something. Sure. Yuri and I haven't really been talking too much lately. I've done and said some things that I don't know how to take back, but I can see that she's willing to try. I don't know how to put in the effort, though. Well, I should probably let you know that I am the worst person to talk about this stuff. Well, I'd still love to hear your thoughts. Okay. Sayori's never struck me as the kind of girl to hold a grudge or anything. So much so that I think she heavily values everyone else's happiness over hers. But if you want to bring your friendship with her back, you have to be upfront and honest with her. Whatever it is you did, I'm sure she'll forgive you for it. Yuri smiles, while I can only look down in shame. I don't want Yuri to know the things that I've done. She says Sayori would forgive me, and yet, if she knew the things I did... You guys hear that? It's just fucking fireworks outside. Okay. Weird. Yeah, you're probably right. I just hate confrontations. I know that. Give yourself some time to rest. You can stay here as long as you need to. Try not to stress about anything for now, okay? Thanks, Yuri. And one more thing. When you talked about my arm yesterday, my right arm, I'm sorry. It's just with the way you've been so protective of it. It really seemed familiar to me, and it's alright, Yuri. I shouldn't be surprised you noticed, honestly. Just don't tell anybody about it, okay? I know it's selfish of me to ask, but I don't want to cause any more problems. Especially for Sayori. God knows how she'd react if she knew. I understand, Monica. Your secret is safe with me. Thanks again. I love what's going on there. I mean, especially if you have, like, experience with panic attacks, you'd be, really easily be able to put yourself in the shoes of another and know exactly what to do. I don't know. I can handle them when someone else is having them. I have some experience with them. Not personally, but second hands. I can, someone's in the room having a panic attack, and I know what to do. Basically the same exact thing as Yuri said and did. So I can confirm, from expert to expert. This shit is real. Based on scientific research. Anyway. A few hours have gone by. Still a little late now, actually, and I still haven't received a text from a phone call from Sayori. I don't know, I shouldn't pry. Hell, I shouldn't be happy that I should be happy that she's having fun with her friend. What? She winked at me. That's like, you don't go back on a wink. It's as sacred as a pinky promise. But I should be realistic. We just had a fight a week ago, even though she's warmed up to me a bit more. I can't just expect for us to all be all buddy-buddy again. Maybe it was my fault for bringing it up that she wanted to hang out. Fuck, what am I overthinking again? I head up to my room and turn on my computer. Finished up my assignments for today, so I think I deserve a little bit of chill time. Let's see, don't feel like playing that or that, not that either. Perfect. Load up one of my favorite FPS games and get ready to either have a good time or the worst gaming experience I've ever had in my entire life. Looking at you, Valorant and CSGO. Oh, that's Call of Duty. Ah, yeah, that was fun. I checked my phone and I still don't see any messages from Sayori, even though it's close to midnight now. Dang, guess he just got caught up with Sayori, with Natsuki, and I forgot. Get up from my chair, stretch, and head back, and head to the bathroom to take a shower. As the water runs over me, I start thinking about Sayori again. It's funny. When I used to think about Sayori, these thoughts were always shrouded in doubt and fear. Never really trusted her, not even for a minute, even though I tried my best. But now, I don't know. I feel guilty even thinking about it. I mean, that's development, isn't it? What if that's Sayori? I pick up my phone and sure enough, I see Sayori's silly contact photo front of center. Hello? Just act natural. Act like you weren't expecting this phone call for the entire afternoon. Hey, sorry for calling you so late. Natsuki and I were just having so much fun. Her voice is lowered to a whisper. I guess everyone else around her is sleeping? Glad to hear that. What'd you guys do? Nothing crazy. Just baked some goodies and played a few board games. And talked about girl stuff. Right, the ever-elusive girls talk. I bet you pay good money to hear even just a minute of our conversations. No, I really wouldn't. I would. I want to know. I cannot fathom what is going on in those conversations, but I bet it's juicy. Oh, hey, did you still want me to come over? It's a bit late after all. I don't want you to come if you're tired. You kidding? I've practically waited for this all night. Yeah, you don't say this. You don't. That's just desperation showing, buddy. Did I actually say that out loud? Oh, yep, there we go. Uh-oh, instant regret. Yep, that's that's not good. Bob, wow, you must really want to come over. Sure then, just be very sneaky. My mom got home a few minutes ago and she's probably asleep. And Natsuki's sleeping in the living room. Oh, she stayed over? Guess that shouldn't be a problem. I'll be as quiet as possible. Great, I'll see you. Whoop! What was that Looney Tunes ass sound effect? What the fuck's going on? Sayori? You okay? Oh, I just slipped. I fell on my bed though. Chuckle to myself. Hey, don't laugh at me. I'll be right here. Don't slip again. Place my phone in my pocket and go downstairs and head on over. We moving, we running. Shoots Yuri a text saying that I'm outside. I didn't want to knock as to not wake anybody on accident. Hey, coming in. Just make sure to tiptoe. You got it, Captain. As Yuri starts her bedroom door, behind her, I get a bit nervous after getting a look at her pajamas. Where's my fucking baseball bat? I need to bunk this guy to horny jail. They're the same pajamas she wore that night I found her. Ah, other emotions. Noted. You know, I spent the night at her house before. I actually haven't seen her in these since that night. That's my bad. That's the no, not horny jail. This guy is just straight up PTSD. My bad. Close my eyes and take a deep breath. Everything's okay, Bob. She's right here in front of you. Whoa, she's very close. Ah, jeez, what was that for? You weren't saying anything, so I decided to get a closer look. You seem a little down. Or are you just sleepy? You've always been good at reading me, haven't you? It's a bit of both. What's wrong? It's been on my mind for a while. The fight we had, I mean. Oh. To be honest, I think about it too. I'm still not sure if I want to talk about it. It's okay, me either. But you're okay, right? I mean, yeah. Shuri walks over to the bed and sits down. She pats the area next to her, prompting me to sit there. I know you still worry about me. A lot. But I wanted you to know that I'm okay, really. And I know that's hard for you to believe. I realize that now. But I'm trying my best. For you. Thank you, Sayori. I don't know if you I don't know if you know how much that means to me. Just want you to know that I'm trying my best for you too. I know that you just want me to be happy, to not worry about you. That's hard to do, but I think I can be happy for you at least. I know. I can see that you're trying. It's really nice to see. Of course, it gets hard sometimes. I've always wanted to ask you, doesn't it get hard? Trying to make everyone happy all the time? Be honest with me. Well, Cardi already did tell you. A very long time ago in one of my poems. Was Bottles, right? Try my hardest to remember Sayori's poems. There was her breakfast poem, her Bottles poem, and then Clear Skies poem. Was it your Bottles poem? Wow, you remembered. Yes, I did. It's like she's talking to me. No. No. We're not doing this. I bet you need to bonk me. Send me to horny jail right now. That's right. Sort of revealed my feelings about making everyone happy in that poem. So, it does get tiring, doesn't it? It does. I just want everyone around me to be as happy as they can be. Especially in the club. When Monica began acting distant, I felt that it was my responsibility to make sure everyone was happy in the club. And that was hard to do. But it gave me a sense of purpose. A purpose that was only previously filled by... Oh. You. My eyes widened a bit. I didn't know. It's okay. You weren't ever supposed to know. Things just got out of hand. Kind of like you never meant to tell me about your depression. Yeah, something like that. It's really hard to be honest with my own feelings, so expressing them isn't even something I think about. I don't even understand what I'm feeling half the time, so I just don't bother. Right, I think I understand. It still hurts. It really hurts. I wish that I wasn't such a burden on people. I wish I could just be a mindless happiness machine or something. I don't know. Well, if it's any consolation, I'm glad that you're not a mindless happiness machine. Because that would mean the love you give to others wouldn't be genuine. But it would also mean that all of these nasty thoughts in my head would go away. Alright, can my phone shut up? I don't know. Throughout the entire day, I don't get messages. And then the moment I start streaming, people want my attention. Feck off. Now's not the time for me to be popular. Do that during my not working hours, damn it! Well, I wouldn't be happy with a mindless happiness machine. Well, that wouldn't be good. Your happiness means a lot to me. Right. What about yours? I know I asked you about yesterday, but that really... It's hard for me to even think about my own happiness. Can't even remember what it was like. But I do know that it involved you a lot. It also involved Natsuki, Yuri, and especially Monica. Guess that's why I try so hard to make sure everyone's happy. But what am I to you? To them? Am I just a dose of happiness that people only come to visit when they're sad? Only to be left in the dirt once they get their fix? No, I don't think that's true at all. I know your depression can make it seem that way, but I can assure you that that's not true. Then, why are you here? Pause, take a deep breath. Never letting my gaze break from Sayori's. Look, I've learned my lesson from the last week. I don't want to talk about things that I don't understand. I don't want to downplay how you feel. I want to know what it is. I want to know that it's okay for you to tell me everything you're feeling. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'll be the shoulder you can cry on. That's why I'm here. You won't think of me any differently? Nope. Not even if I say the most depressing thing? Nope. Again. I never wanted you to know about my depression. I hated it so much, which turned into hating myself more than I already did. Even the idea of telling you never crossed my mind. I was just always happy to see you. And I made it my goal to make you happy. Even at the cost of my own. Because in my mind, that was the right thing to do. And then at some point I must have realized that it was the last thing I had to do. Because I knew I wanted to die. I knew it was going to happen. Never saw myself living past 20 years old. I don't know why. I felt comforted by the idea that I just wasn't going to exist anymore. I felt that the world would be better without me here. But that it was okay, because I made all of my friends happy. I had done what I was placed on this earth for. So then I kept wondering why I was feeling so empty. I was feeling so drained that I didn't even bother getting up on some mornings. The voices in my head told me, stop being selfish, Shiori. He doesn't wait up for you anymore. There's no point in getting up. At some point, I realized that the voices were right. You're stupid, Shiori, being selfish again. She stops talking. I don't feel as overwhelmed with this as I used to. Not sure why, though. Maybe a somewhat better understanding of how she's feeling has helped me cope with everything she told me. It sucks to see her like this. Hell, it's really like a punch in the gut every time she says this stuff. But I have to hold strong for her, or I end up with a repeat of last week. I do have an opinion. An opinion? Yeah. An opinions can be wrong sometimes, I think. Sorry smiles underneath her tears. Well, what I mean is, I think it's okay to be selfish. It's like, how can I say it? At the end of the day, we're all we've got, right? Right. So, we have to take care of ourselves every once in a while. Doesn't have to be all the time, but it's okay to think, you know what? I deserve a little bit of happiness too. And I'll preface this by saying that this isn't something that you have to try to do, but just something to think about. So, before I make myself even more of a moron, I wanted to ask you, do you have any particular causes of these types of feelings? It can be small, big, completely insignificant, it doesn't matter. I just want to understand what causes these feelings to come up. Nothing. Sometimes it's just nothing. I'll wake up one morning and just like that, I'll feel horrible. I don't really even know if anything triggers it anymore. Actually, seeing my friend sad, I guess it does make me feel like I failed at what I'm supposed to do. Which I guess can spiral into more early thoughts about myself. Kinda like how Huh? Do you mean what happened with her at Yuri's? Yeah, that. I feel like it's my fault for not being there for my friends. And those thoughts can be really spiral out of control. I understand. I've already run out of things to say, and it seems like Shiri's done talking. Sit in silence for a while, looking down at the floor. The same floor where we used to play games with each other. A time where there wasn't really a worry in the world. Just two kids against the world. I hear Shiri sniffle and watch her wipe her tears away. Hey, I'm sorry. For what? For not being the best friend I should have been. No, Bob, don't say that about yourself. It's been eating away at me. And I think it's time we finally shared a true heart-to-heart with each other. I hear you, loud and clear. But I just wanted you to know that I'm sorry. Sorry for being a lame sack of potatoes throughout your high school years. Because you want to know how I feel. You want to know how I feel sometimes? I feel like I'm not worthy to call you myself your best friend. Really? But why? I don't know. I guess I just let my own personal problems get in the way of a real friendship. A friendship that I truly valued since we were kids. Let me make it clear that I don't intend to make you feel bad or anything of the sort when telling you this. Should have been there for you more. I wish I could have stepped it up and actually asked how you were feeling one day, even if you didn't tell me the truth. I still would have liked to try, even if just a bit. But I didn't. I want you to know that I'm truly and deeply sorry for ever making you feel like you couldn't talk to me. It's entirely on me. I care about you, Sayori. Not just because of what happened. Because I'm your best friend. I want to move forward and beyond what happened. You don't have to go through this alone. You won't get rid of me that easily. Sayori leans over and cries into my shirt. She clings on me tightly, shivering and twitching with every sob. I hold her close, wrapping my arms around her. Her sob echoes into my ears, each one a testament to all of the weight she's been carrying all alone. Gently stroke her back, trying to give some silent reassurance that I'm not going anywhere. Move my hand up to her hair, stroking it gently, threading down fingers through the strands. You're not alone, Siri. I'm right here for you, no matter what. Stay right by your side, like I promised. She clings on even tighter. In this moment, I'm beginning to understand that being here for her means more than just being a shoulder to cry on. I need to support, understand, and love her. Time itself seems to come to a stand, still as fuck. Go back. Go back. How do I go back? Okay, there we go. Fuck, I went too quick. Time itself seems to come to a standstill as we remain locked in an embrace. Her sobs slowly begin to subside and are replaced with the quiet rhythm of her breathing. Siri? I lower my voice to a soft murmur. How are you feeling? Kind of sleepy. Can you stay here with me? My heart begins to pound against my chest. You got excited. Shh. Not sure what else you expected from me. I gotta concentrate for some time. Maybe I'll catch you later in the stream. Have fun. Good luck, soldier. One last test and then you're out of this. Good luck. Shuri gently breaks our embrace and lays down on one side of the bed. Follows suit and lay next to her. This feels different since the last time we slept together. It's a feeling of emotional intimacy between us. At least that's how I feel. Man, your bed is small. It's only designed for one person. But I don't mind. Me neither. The lights are still on. Ah, right, watch this. Shira pulls out a funny-looking mouse plushie and tosses it across the room. What a shot! Huh, impressive. The weight of our earlier emotions seems to dissipate. Shiri turns to look at me. Even though her eyes are still red from tears, her soft smile now plays on her lips. Your hugs are the best. Hey, hugs are a two-man kind of effort, aren't they? Besides, I had a good teacher. She giggles and scoots in a bit closer to me. You know, I've always wanted to create a new type of hug. Huh? What do you mean? Well, there's bear hugs, one-sided hugs, the weird awkward pat-pat hug. I think I should make up my own. Her eyes glint mischievously. Oh, so you're serious about this. What's your idea? Well, something that combines the effort of a bear hug, but the gentleness of a cuddle hug. I'll call it the cuddle bear hug. Couldn't help but laugh at her enthusiasm. Cuddle bear hug, huh? I'll be your first test subject then. She only smiles as she wraps her arms around me and lays her head on my chest. This is probably the closest we've ever been to each other. At least in bed. Yet. But I'm not complaining. I can feel Shiori's heart beating against my body. You got excited. She only playfully smacks my arm and stifles a chuckle. The room seems to fill with a delicate intimacy, shared understanding of all the unspoken emotions that are now dancing between us. As I lay here, the weight of our previous conversation still linger in the air, but not in a bad way. Seems to bond the two of us even closer together. There's no need for over-the-top gestures or some exaggerated display of affection. The simplicity is what speaks volumes to me. And so in this quiet space, it feels like it once did many years ago. Just two kids, two best friends, facing the world together, one step at a time. That can't be the end. It's not, because we need some Monica and stuff action. Yeah. Okay, we're getting there. We are getting there. Let me drink some water. I get it with this hopeful music. Yes! Give me some good times, please! We really have been through the fucking ringer over this goddamn mod. Give me some fun times, please. Slowly open my eyes. A bit confused at first, as the ceiling I'm staring up at is completely unfamiliar to me. Excuse me. Inner dialogue has burped sometimes. It's crazy. Until I feel Shiori's warmth next to me. She's sound asleep, snoring softly. Her leg is gently wrapped around mine. Well, that's a nice feeling. It's the best. Instinctively, I lay my head against hers and try to match her breathing. Without trying to wake her, I reach into my pocket and pull out my phone to check the time. It's pretty early, but it's also Saturday, so... Oh crap, what if Natsuki walks in? What if Sayori's mom walks in? I mean, she's not opposed to me staying over, but we've never shared the bed together. But that all being said, I really don't want to move. Yeah, that's a cat laying on your lap kind of situation. You don't move a fucking muscle. About 20 more minutes go by until Sayori moves and groans softly. Oh, good morning. That was probably the best sleep I've had in a very long time. Morning. And yeah, same here. You're really good at cuddling. I have a lot of plushies. Am I a plushie now? Nah, you're way better than a plushie. Sayori sits up in bed and stretches her arms out. Notice that Sayori must have removed her bow sometime last night. So wait, when? She... In between cuddling, she woke up? Who the hell are you? Huh? What do you mean? You're not Sayori. What did you do with the real Sayori? Oh, my bow's in my head. I see now. She reaches over and picks up her world-famous bow and places it on her head. Ah, Sayori, there you are. You have no idea how scared it was to have a Sayori imposter in the room. Sayori playfully smacks my leg before jumping over me out of the bed. I'm gonna go shower. Just a word of advice though. Make sure to head downstairs before Natsuki wakes up. She probably wouldn't be too thrilled to see you come out of nowhere like this. That is a wonderful idea. I want cuddles, lol. One day, geek. One day. You and me both, brother. You and me both. And with that, Sayori grabs her clothes and a towel from the closet and leaves the room. I quickly follow behind. Last thing I need is for Natsuki to chew me out for sleeping with Sayori. Quietly make my way downstairs. I see that Natsuki's still soundly asleep on the couch. I'm not too sure if I should make my way out and come back later or stick around and wait for Sai. Bob, good morning. You're here early. Did you and Sayori have plans today? Good morning, ma'am. Yeah, I wanted to take her out to go shopping. How sweet. Let me whip you guys up some breakfast. I made Sayori some tamagoyaki yesterday. Did she tell you? She did actually. I couldn't help but think about all those times when I used to come over as a kid. They were delicious back then. Well, I hope I haven't lost my touch. Let me make you some. Oh, if you only came by earlier, you would have missed. You just missed my husband before he left for work. Oh, he was here? Dang, yeah, it would have been nice to catch up with him. I know, he definitely doesn't like leaving our little Sayori behind. He's a real sweetheart as much as he tries to hide it. But it would kill him to just trust me a little? She pouts in the exact same way Sayori does. Huh, so that's where she gets it from. I'm kidding, of course. She makes a small little pouty face that isn't nearly a spitting image of Sayori's. But I'm getting off track. Let me get started on that breakfast. Thank you very much. It's not often I get to see Sayori's mom. She leaves for work pretty early in the morning, and I only come by in late night. And only comes by in the late night hours to take care of Sayori. You and me are gonna cuddle, but I will respectfully decline. Hey, geek, as long as we say no homo, there's nothing wrong with two guys cuddling, alright? Anyway, moving on. She seems to work really hard. Long shifts away from home, spending a few hours making prep meals for herself and Sayori. Not exactly envy that lifestyle, but I do admire her a lot. Especially after everything that's happened. Oh, Bob, what are you doing early? Oh, hey, Natsuki. Sayori and I made some plans for today, so I decided to come over. This is pretty normal, honestly. That's nice of you. She yawns loudly as she says that. Sayori's mom making us breakfast? Yeah, isn't she the greatest? Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Where's Sayori? She's souring right now, just waiting for her to finish up before we talk about our plans. I think I sound convincing enough. I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to rope Sayori in our little white lie. Better a white lie to say than, yes, I slept with your daughter last night. Although that would be funny. Morning, ma'am. You ready to be a grand ma'am? What do you guys planned? Shoot. Just shopping, hanging out. Oh, shopping again? Yeah, I guess. What about you two? What did you guys do yesterday? Oh, just girl stuff. We did bake some cupcakes though. We left yours over in the kitchen. So I don't think we forgot about you. Perfect. It's been way too long since I've had a cupcake. We'll talk with Natsuki here. Some food stuff coming downstairs. Good morning, friends. Good morning. So, Sayori, where'd you want to go shopping today? I wink excessively, but also not obvious enough to where Natsuki will catch. Jeez, you have something in your eye? Oh yeah, we can go to the mall. I went to the other day. I wouldn't mind going again. God bless Sayori's emotional intuition, not institution. God gracious. Wrong word there. Perfect. Let's eat before we head out. I knew I smelled something tasty. Going to the mall, eh? Or are we going over to... No, Yuri and Monica will have to wait. Sayori, Natsuki, and I all walk outside and take a moment to enjoy the fresh morning air. Natsuki says her goodbyes and walks home, leaving Sayori and I to seize the day any way we see fit. So, I didn't actually plan for us to go shopping or anything, but would you still like to? Sure. You haven't seen just how big this mall is. It's amazing. Well, let's see if it lives up to your praises. Is it far? We do have to take a train, but it's not so bad. Ah, we'll lead the way then. We begin to track towards the train station. Even though these plans were spontaneous, I think this is nice. And I can't help but wonder, does this mean things are fixed between us now? Or does she still have some reservations about me? I don't know. But she's willing to hang out with me, so I think I should be okay. Yeah, we good. We going back to Monica and Yuri? Uh-oh. Ho, ho, ho. Here we go again. I'm dreaming again. But this time it's different. I can smell a home-cooked meal. I can hear the sounds of my family. Music is playing, but it's all so distant, out of my reach. I catch a glimpse of someone, my mother, whose face I cannot recognize. Oh, sorry, Monica. It's not boring or anything. I'm just getting eepy. All of these wonderful memories. No, none of it for me. Slowly opened my eyes. I haven't left my couch since I got back from Yuri's. She let me stay at her place yesterday, but I figured I needed to head home soon. I didn't want to burden her with my problems. It's not like she could have helped me anyway. That being said, she was there for me the whole day yesterday. She made me tea, allowed me to read a bit, and even showed me how to play D&D for some reason. She was so nice to me. And I'm still struggling to understand why. Think back to my past. A day that started out as normal as it could have. But I never would have guessed that it would have been the last time I ever saw any of you guys in the same light. Are we going to that specific time? Oh, we are. I reach into my bag and pull out a few painkillers. My abilities have allowed me to essentially create whatever assets I wish. Painkillers, money, anything a girl like me could ever imagine. Yet, none of it matters. Not if this is even real. Hey, you're here early, Monica. That's true, you are. That's wonderful. That's a wonderful thing to see. Right. Listen, girls, can I speak to Sayori for a bit? I wanted to confirm something with her regarding some private club details. Oh, well, if you insist. Jeez, can we have a normal club meeting for once? Whatever. What's up, Monica? You feeling down again? Yeah. I'm getting those headaches again. They're getting really bad. I'm assuming you already took some medicine for it. Yeah. I choke up on my words. I'm realizing something that I have suspected for a long time. But I've never built up the courage to even try it. How could I? Sayori's all I have here. Sayori, do you care about me? Of course I do. Promise me something then. Anything for you. Okay, try to remember the conversation we just had. I want to try something. If it hurts, I need you to let me know. Hurts? What are you going to do? Just trust me. I need to do this. Without trying to hide it anymore, I wave my hands in the air. Okay. The moment I do this, it will either confirm something that I've already known, or it won't. And deep down, I still hope it won't. We just rewound. What's up, Monica? You feeling down again? Sayori? Hmm? Do you remember the conversation we had earlier? Do you mean about the private club details? Yeah. Why? My heart begins to beat against my chest. Sayori speaks, but I can no longer hear what she's saying. That's right. Slam the air with a splayed out hand. How silly of me to ever have assumed that you were truly with me this whole time. Of course you're not real. You never were. You're just a PNG on a screen. Nothing more, nothing less. Bam. Collapse into my knees, staring up at Sayori that no longer moves. I can do whatever I want. A giggle escaped my lips. I can make this world my own. But my best friend, my only friend in this world, is just part of a program that never cared about me. None of them did. Tears roll down my cheeks. I smile. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs, the loudest I've ever screamed in my entire life, screaming into an endless abyss where nobody can hear me. Time is frozen around me. At first, I considered staying here. I'm not sure how long, but I suddenly get an idea. I've looked into code extensively, studied the kind of game it's supposed to be. It's a dating simulator, one where a player follows a story and chooses his favorite girl. I am not one of them. Why am I not one of them? What did I do to deserve this? But there's someone else I haven't met. The boy. The vessel for a player. But the code doesn't continue until they input a name. Then I really am stuck here until that day comes. Fuck yes. That was sick. This is what she hears? Bob. That's who you are. Well, I'd better tidy up the place. It's been a while since we had a new member. That's sick! That is so dope! Oh my goodness! So, she would hear what we would hear, but not see what we would see, but just know exactly what we were. Just a vessel. Just someone bound by code and which she could manipulate. But then I kind of understand the absolute confusion and shock at not being able to do that anymore. Huh. I let out a heavy sigh. So much has changed since then. And in so little time, too. Oh, bleh. Excuse me. Water in it. I finally decide to get up from the couch and make myself a cup of coffee. Should probably applaud myself for adapting to a normal everyday task this quickly. But I guess it's only natural for all girls like me to know how to make themselves coffee. As I prepare the coffee, I begin to think about something that I haven't thought about before. I've always wondered why did the game change so drastically and so quickly, but I've never actually tried finding out what it means. What does monitor kernel access even mean? Oh, you don't want to know. From my limited knowledge of coding, it generally means the highest level of access in any given system. And my own name, Monica. Monitor kernel access. Ooh, she's figuring it out. Realization strikes me like a lightning bolt on a metal pole. I'm not even a real girl, am I? I'm no better than the others. If I'm being reset, what even am I then? Who am I? I don't even deserve to be in the same world as everyone else. I don't belong in the real world, nor in this one. Think about Sayori. What would you do in this situation? If you learned that your entire existence is defined by this one aspect only for it to be slowly taken away from you, what would you do, Sayori? What are you going to do? Because I think trying to figure out what Sayori is going to do is gonna not do anything. Things are moving fast. Holy shit. Huh. I haven't been to this mall in a few years. A lot has changed. I know, right? It's really cool. Where do you want to go first? Well, you already went shopping for clothes, right? I wouldn't be opposed to buying a little more. Well, let's go shopping for some outfits then. I'll get something too. Yay, that didn't take much convincing. You think I would have been opposed to the idea? No, I just figured you'd choose another place first. Like the anime store or video game store. I don't think I'd ever take a girl to one of those places. Hey, why are you assuming I wouldn't like those places just because I'm a girl? Well, you're not into those things, so why bother? Yeah, but I'd go with you because that's what you like. Oh. Oops, I guess it does make sense when you put it like that. You're so funny, Bob. Absolutely nothing I said was funny. Thank you. Sierra leads me to the clothing store filled in an assortment of clothing for men and women. I've never been one for fashion. Been wearing the same t-shirt for years. Not that I'm wearing the same one every day. Just have multiple of the same t-shirt. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? Here, come here, Bob. What is it? Oh. It's very important to the swimsuit section of the store. There's an assortment of swimsuits and swim trunks on sale due to winter coming soon. You're thinking of getting a swimsuit? Suri nods as her gaze becomes fixed on a red and white bikini on sale for half off. I guess it wouldn't hurt to pick up some swim trunks and maybe a shirt to wear. Check the size for a few swim trunks and find just the one that fits. Stein, you came at the right time. Half-naked anime girls on the fucking screen, baby. Huge. Yeah, this'll work. And it's a good shirt, too. It's a blue floral pattern shirt that is just also just my size. All right, I'm finished. You already finished? Yeah, it doesn't take too long for me to choose an outfit. Oh, yay. I'm not picky. Neither am I, but be patient with me, please. Of course, Yuri. I'll help you choose out some outfits. After Shuri decides on a swimsuit, we then go over to the girls section of the store. Hey, how about this? This looks cute. Point out my finger towards an orange and white striped t-shirt and an overall dress. Oh, hey, that is a cute one. You have a good eye. I was a fashionista in my past life. Shuri giggles as she catches my sarcasm. I like it. I'll go try it on. You mean you can try it on. I know it fits me. But I need a second opinion. Okay. I'll be clothing judge for the day. But I'm sure you look cute in it. At least go find out then. I follow Sayori into the dressing room and wait far enough distance from her stall so nobody looks weird at me. No peeking, Bob. Well, I wouldn't even... Sayori goes behind the curtain before I could say anything more. Notice a few glances from the workers, but I just smile and look down at my phone. Sayori does seem a lot more... peppy? Yeah, she seems a lot more peppy around me. Complete contrast to how things were a week ago. But now that I think back on it, maybe we did need a little bit of a break from each other. I realized that I constantly talked about things that I didn't even understand, which is probably only made her feel worse. Paranoia is still there, but I think I'm really beginning to trust her now. Of course, the lingering guilt is there as well. But I think it's okay to just live in moments like these. Okay, I'm ready. All right, come on out. Shira comes out wearing her brand new outfit. Really looks adorable. It suits her perfectly. Well, that's definitely a keeper. You look great. You're not just saying that because you're to be nice, are you? If the outfit looked bad, I would tell you. And it doesn't look bad on you at all. Awesome, I'll keep it then. I like it too. I have one more outfit to try. Wait here. Wait, what other outfit? Wait, are you sure you want to show me? I need a second opinion. Well, all right, if you're cool with it. Feel my face turn red a bit as I realized that Shiori only had one other outfit with her. Her bathing suit. Okay, Bob, chill out. It's just a bathing suit. There's nothing to be nervous about. Approved. Okay, never mind. There's plenty to be nervous about. I haven't seen Shiori with this little clothes since, well, never. Shiori does a little twirl, showing me more of her body than I ever thought I'd see. What do you think, Bob? Does it look good on me too?
Yeah, duh. You look amazing.
I wonder if it's because I'm half naked. That's not how it is, and you know it. Cross my arms, trying to hide the fact that it most definitely is. Well, I'm glad you like it anyway. I'm a bit insecure about myself, but I still wanted to show you. Well, I'm glad you had the courage to do so. Oh, great, Bob. Now you're making it seem like you're only happy to see Shiori half naked. It means it takes a lot of courage to do this in the first place. Trust me, I think you look great. The bikini suits well on you. You did it again, Bob. Why did you compliment the bikini first? Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Maybe we can go to the beach together. We have everything we need now. That's a wonderful idea. All right. That's enough looky-loo for you. I'm going to change back now. I don't say anything back as Shiori returns to the stall. I discreetly touch a hand to my cheek and feel good amount of heat radiating from it. Great. I'm starting to think Shiori did this on purpose. But who am I to complain? My guy instinct tells me that this is a surefire sign that Shiori still has feelings for me. Not that I didn't already know, but it still does make the idea of telling her how I feel a bit less intimidating. All right, I'm ready to pay. Sure, let's go. Shiori and I spent a few more hours at the mall. I ended up taking her to both the anime and video game store, leading to plenty of moments where Shiori teased me in my taste in manga. But she still remained curious as to what I was actually passionate about. We also stopped by a candy store and got a bit too carried away with the amount of candy we got. It's one of those establishments that lets you pick as much candy as you want, and they charge you by the kilo. It adds up quick. But Shiori was happy, so I happily paid. As I walk with Shiori towards the exit, I start thinking about what it means to be on a date with somebody. Is a date? What constitutes a date versus a normal hangout with a friend? Guess it's my turn to drop some hints. Hey, Shiori? What's up? Sorry this is an awkward question, but what do you think it means to be on a date? Brother. This is not dropping hints. This is just giving her the fucking script to a play. Not a good one. Oh, that's an interesting question. Do you consider us to be on a date right now? Dang, she turned that right back around. Well, do you consider us to be on a date right now? I've always thought dates would come with a certain expectation of what they should be. Never really been a fan of that. When you hear the word date, what do you think of? Well, I guess I've never been on one to see dates as going out to the movies or having dinner at a fancy restaurant. But I do think there has to be a bit more than that, just a simple hanging out with a friend, if that makes sense. So it should be easy to call this a date then. I don't really know how to make this a date. Do you even want to? Follow my lead. Shiori wraps her arms around mine and walks a lot closer to me. We can call this our first date. Shiori and Bob exclusive. I'm cool with that. But would you like to have lunch somewhere? We can eat somewhere fancy if you'd like. Didn't you just say you don't think dates should only involve fancy places? Hey, I'm just trying to reciprocate you here. What if we walk through the city? That's a great idea. Let's go. Yes, we are getting places. We are finally getting to the good ending. Shiori and I walk together for a bit until we reach a few storefronts. Oh, hey, look at that. There's some cool stuff here. Yeah, look at this. Shiori grabs a small green clover crown and places it on her head. Hey, how do I look? Actually, looks pretty good. You should keep that. Before Shiori has a chance to object, I pull out some money and pay for the crown. Hey, you didn't have to do that. I could have paid. Hey, it's an date, isn't it? Okay, we pay for things. But I can pay too. Tell you what. Let's take turns paying for things. If you want something, I can pay. And if you want something, I can pay. I like your thinking. Genius, Shiori. Shiori and I walk further into the store. The small space is a trove of various electric items, each corner revealing a surprise. There's a soft melody playing from a speaker nearby, adding to the entire vibe of the place. Towards the back of the store, there's a small display of vintage-looking books, each looking to be about 50 years old or more. I wonder if Yuri knows any of these. Shiori runs her finger along the worn spines of the books, reading each title out loud with a twinkle in her eye. Forgot that Shiori is also super passionate about literature, probably knowing way more about it than she initially lets on. Shiori and I grow ever engrossed into the store's atmosphere. We find a few funny-looking accessories and try to put them on, posing in front of a nearby mirror. We get a few stern looks from the clerk, but I think he knows we're just two young kids having a good time with each other. On a shelf nearby, the books display lay an assortment of board games, both old and new. Hey, look at these. Oh man, that was one of my favorites as a kid. We both direct our attention to a board game called Battleship. Alright, we have to take this home. I'd love to play it with the others too. Yeah, we can host a game night in the club or at one of our houses. Sounds like a good idea. I'll pay for this one. But wait, we both wanted it. Good point. Let's play rock, paper, scissors to decide. Loser has to pay. Alright. Take our positions and you always pick paper. Rock. Paper. Scissors. I chose rock. She chose scissors. Okay, you know what? He won the battle, but he's not won the war, alright? Let's just... Aw, darn. You seem awfully thrilled to lose. I just wanted to pay for you this time. Makes me feel like I wear the big pants around here. We all know I'm the main man. I'm the man in this friendship. Whatever you say, Bob. Before making our way up to the front to pay, Yuri grabs one of the vintage books from the display and brings it along. Probably a gift for Yuri. Good friend. Gifts are good. As we leave the store, bags in hand, I realize that there's so much of the day left. So, what's next, Yuri? I'm a bit hungry. Yuri's stomach grumbles loudly. Okay, maybe a lot hungry. Yeah, I could eat too. There's a cafe nearby. We could check it out. Not an expert, but I think they might have food there. You're so silly. Let's go.
Bread. You guys like bread?
When I look, I will only get characters, not animes, SMH. Filter through like a better search. Search words. You got this. You can find them. Sherry and I walk down the street, our stomachs now growling basically in unison. She pushes open the door, a small jingle announces our arrival. We're instantly greeted by an aroma of freshly baked bread.
Bread.
Yeah, I'm starving now. Sherry and I approach the counter and look at the array of options displayed behind the glass. Oh, look at these pastries. I think I might get that. What about you? Well, I think I'm in a mood for some... I don't think I'm in a mood for a pastry. Sandwich over there looks a little too irresistible. Yeah, you're right. A pastry could be a good dessert, though. I'm torn between that quiche and a ham cheese croissant. Both sound very yummy. At this point, anything sounds yummy. Here's an idea. Let's get both. We can share and have a little bit of everything. Wonderful idea. I go ahead and place the order and head out to the outside patio to find a seat. Oh, yes. I love this background. Found a cozy looking table by a window, away from direct sunlight and in front of a well-placed fan. Not that it's hot or anything, but a fan is always nice. I'm really glad we decided to come here. They've actually got everything I like. I agree. Though it's not too hard to disappoint you when it comes to food. Yeah, I guess that's true. Serious demeanor changed a bit. It's okay. It's hard to disappoint me too. Food is great. It really is. Do you remember the time I almost set my house on fire? How could I forget? You were trying to cook something, right? Emphasis on trying. I do miss when you come over to my, to help me clean my room though. Yeah, I guess I used to do that, didn't I? Think back to my memories with Siori. Don't really remember being as friendly as I should have been. Oh, I think I was kind of an ass. It's no wonder Siori always doubted my true intentions. And even now, I can definitely see why someone would think that I'm just her friend because of what happened. I'm still not sure how to prove that I'm not. Bob, can I ask you something? Huh? Oh, sure, what is it? Do you think I depend on you too much? Depend on me? It's a bit of a loaded question. Huh. Don't understand what you mean. It's okay. I can try to explain. What I mean is, I don't want to feel like I'm relying on you too much for support, you know? Oh. Well, I guess that wouldn't be so great, would it? I don't want it to be a bad thing. I don't know. I guess there's a part of me that wonders what I'd do if you suddenly had to move away or something. Ah, I get you now. Do you? Yeah, I think I do. I mean, I will always be listening. Will be a listening ear, you know. But yeah, it would be unrealistic to think that I'm going to be here 100% of the time. Right. There's always Monica. She's really supportive. When she wants to be anyway. Hey now, I'm sure she'll try to support you whenever she can. I believe that. Yeah, you're probably right. She's been trying to reach out to me recently, so I should try to put more faith in her. For where I'm standing, you already gotta do. But what's important is that you're both at least trying. That's a very good thing. As long as you know that you have people here to support you, I think you'll be okay. You can be really independent, even if you don't realize it. I've seen it firsthand. Really? Yeah, you always take charge in situations, even unintentionally, I think. Like the moment with Natsuki and her crappy vent. Well, sometimes I think that's a bad thing. I disagree. I think it makes you great. I really appreciate those words. They are really nice to hear. But I still can't help but question if I'm going to hold you, if I'm still holding you back from being truly happy. The voice in my head still... Fuck! Go back! The voice in my head tells me I don't even deserve to care, the care you want to give me. Well, I'm not sure how else to say it, but that voice is a liar. I'm here to prove that dumb voice wrong. I want you to know that you matter to me. I care about your well-being, and I'm absolutely positive the others do too. So today, I'm challenging that voice. We'll replace it with the truth together. The truth being that you are cherished and loved by all your friends. You are deserving of love and support, just like everyone else. Reach out my hand. Shiori stares at my hand for a few seconds before she reaches out and interlocks hers. Shiori and I maintain eye contact for a little while, till I notice Shiori's blush and look away. I don't think she's gotten nervous around me before. Either that, or I was just too stupid to notice. But before I could think about it anymore, a waitress comes by and brings our food. The freshly made quiche and croissant are placed down at our table, along with 2 complimentary cups of water. Shiori and I give our thanks to the waiter and dig in eagerly, sharing from both plates. I can't decide which I like better. They're both so good. I mean, it could be due to how starving we are, but it's pretty tasty. Excuse me, pretty tasty. We continue our meals, occasionally stealing bites from each other's plates or swapping them around if we wanted more of the other. More and more people begin to show up as peak lunch hours roll around, but it doesn't bother me, nor does it seem to bother Shiori. Our focus is entirely on each other. And the meal, of course. Shiori grabs a napkin and wipes her mouth gently. I'm really grateful for moments like these, Bob. Just being here with you, enjoying the good food and a great company. Shiori jokingly raises her glass as if to propose a toast. I follow suit. I feel the same way. I'm glad you agreed to come out with me today. Gently clink our glasses together, take a sip of water, and place them back down. Gently tap my belly and sit back in my chair. Man, I'm stuffed. What about you? Me too. I don't think my stomach will be opposed to one of those pastries I saw earlier. But we have Natsuki's cupcakes at your place, haven't we? Who's we? I already ate mine. Ah, I see. Think about this for a moment. Do I really want to do this? Yeah, don't be a jerk. How about we share the cupcake at home? I don't mind. Oh, you really do that for me? I know how much you love Natsuki's cupcakes. Of course, I insist, actually. Enjoying something together with you is always better than enjoying it by myself. If that makes sense. Don't worry, it does. Still buying a pastry, though. Before I have a chance to react, Shiori dashes back inside in order to order herself something. Shiori... Women and food, man. That's like a powerful force. After finishing up at the cafe and taking the train back home, Shiori still beams with energy. I wait outside while Shiori puts away her shopping bags. Still much was left in the day. I don't really feel like spending the rest of the day alone either. Shiori comes back out looking as energetic as ever. Hey, so I guess this means our date is over for today, huh? Well, it's like I said before, it depends on what you consider to be a date. Well, usually when dates end, they typically end it off with, you know. Oh boy, am I really saying this? What are you trying to say? I don't know, a hug, a kiss, or something. That was just what people usually do day to day. I suck at this stuff. Forget I said anything.
Negative fucking Riz. Holy shit.
What? Don't look at me like that. Without saying anything, Shiori walks over and wraps her arms around me. Shiori? Thank you for taking me out today. You make me feel really special. Even though I think I didn't deserve it. That doesn't mean I didn't appreciate it. Shuri breaks free of the embrace and looks at me, her face completely red now. You're welcome. It's the least I could do. Shuri pushes her lips a little and leans in to kiss on my cheek. Sorry, I hope I wasn't out of line for doing that. Just did what my heart told me to do. Place my hand on my cheek and smile. It's okay, Shuri. Let me return the favor. Say this confidently, but the reality is I have no idea what I'm doing. But I saw this in a movie once. Grab Shuri's hand and kiss the back of it gently. I'm just gonna let there be a long pause. I'm in control of the dialogue. You guys will have to sit here staring awkwardly as hell. Oh, it's fucking funny. What a gentleman. Right. I'm gonna go home now. I'll see. Whoop. They tripped my own 2 feet. I'm all good. Yeah. Trying my hardest not to embarrass myself any further, I rush inside the door and shut the door behind me. Oh, why did I do that? That's so embarrassing. Throw myself on the couch and scream into a pillow. Although, as embarrassing as it is, I think she liked it. That was probably the most physical affection she showed me. And the same goes for me too. But that is what you do at the end of a date, right? Maybe I should search that up online. Don't. Just figure it out yourself, mate. That was fucking funny. More disturbed by the eating one? Really? I don't know. Animation's our animation, mate. Shut my alarm off and rub my eyes. Ugh, Mondays. What happened to Sunday? Excuse me? I unplugged my phone from the charger and opened up Siri messages. Good morning. Morning. Glad to see you're awake early again. Lol, yeah, I'm excited to share my poem today. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me. I was not expecting that. What the fuck? Hey, yo. Oh, that's funny. I checked my school bag to make sure my poem is still in there. I need a... What? Bro, I was not expecting a fucking cat picture. Yep, check. Downstairs to make myself some toast and out the door. I was not expecting a picture, dude. Holy hell. Hey, ready to head out? Yep, let's go. Keep thinking about the moments Siri and I shared yesterday. Wasn't the last time I saw her that day either. After a few hours, she invited me back over to share that cupcake Natsuki made for me. Nothing really noteworthy happened, except there was a strange feeling of tension floating in the air. Tension. Yes, tension. Not that tense or anything, because there's just more of that awkward kind. But in typical Shuri fashion, she's acting like nothing happened. Except for seemingly being more energetic this time. Drop Shuri off at her class and proceed to head on my own. Sure, I'm tired though, but I guess that's how everyone feels on a Monday. I just turn around a corner though. Oh, hey Bob, fancy seeing you here. I haven't seen you in a minute. Oh, hey, I don't usually see you around this part of the school. You going to class? Yeah, I just have a few errands to run. Gotcha, I'll see you around then. Actually, it looks like we were both going in the same direction. Can I walk you? I can walk you to class. Oh, yeah, sure. Could have sworn Monica was actually going in the opposite direction from me, but I'm not 100% sure on that. In any case, Monica and I begin our walk down the corridor. So, I have to ask, how are things between you and Sayori? Oh, they're slowly improving, I think. I went shopping on Saturday, and that was fun. That's great. I'm glad to hear you two went on your first date. It wasn't really a... Okay, I guess it kind of was. I knew it. Wait, how'd you know about that? She texted me yesterday about it. She did? Of course. We were trying to rekindle our friendship as well. And I'd say her telling me was a pretty good sign. Huh, well, that's good to hear. I'm still stuck on the whole date thing. Huh? Why is that? Well, I feel like a date should have been... more? Even though I always believed dates shouldn't be anything too fancy. It's hard to practice what I preach when I actually on a date, you know? Oh, I understand what you mean now. Shira's not a traditional girl, and I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that fancy dates aren't really her cup of tea. What she really enjoys is just spending time with the one she cares about. And the setting shouldn't really matter. It can be easy to get lost in the idea that you want to provide the best and the best kind of treatment for the one you like. But for Shiori, simply keeping her company is enough to make sure she's satisfied. I understand that the depression can make things a bit difficult though. She might even be feeling like she isn't deserving of a simple outing when someone she cares about. Yeah, this is a lot. But still, it's good advice. I was thinking of inviting her out to the beach one of these days, on a school day or two. That way there isn't a massive crowd of people to deal with. That's a great idea. I'm sure she'd like that. On the topic of Shiori though, you ever notice how strict she is when it comes to poems? She seems to takes them more seriously than you do. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I think it has something to do with with poem writing being her idea. Really? So it is Shiori who ended up leading me to do something embarrassing back then. Yup, back when we first started out, she helped me learn how to express myself through poem writing. That was fun. Monica looks off to the side for some reason, as if that memory was something she didn't want to remember. But yeah, she's very strict when it comes to poems because she always believed poems are a great way to get to know somebody. Kind of the whole reason why I made everyone write them when you joined. Huh. Never knew that was that personal to her. The more you know. Maybe you could use that to get on her good side. You know? Like you did with Natsuki. What? Hey! Jeez. Wasn't that obvious, was it? Oh, sorry. I'm only teasing. I'm happy for you two, genuinely. Good luck on your date. I'm rooting for you both. And just in case you two ever share a sundae together, get cherries with the ice cream on top. She really prefers the double combo because it speaks to her, or something like that. Her words, not mine. That does sound like something she'd say, especially when food's involved. In any case, make sure the cherries have the stalks that are still soft and chewy. She loves that stuff. Sweet. Guess I can bring that up with her soon. Thanks, Monica. By the way, notice you're a lot happier lately. I'm glad to see that. Oh? You really think so? Yeah, you seem like a bit like your old self again. At least from the time I got to know you when I first joined. Thanks. I should be getting these errands done now. I'll see you at the club. Of course, see you around, and thanks again. Monica continues down the hallway while I stop and enter my first class of the day. Monica seemed a bit flustered at my statement. Almost as if she didn't expect me to point that out. But she does seem happier. It's always a good thing. Lunchtime or end of the day? It's club time. Shuri and I walk into the club. But to our surprise, we're the first ones here. Ah, well, that's new. Yeah, it's already club time. Where is everybody? I checked the time on my watch. We're 5 minutes earlier than usual. Ah, really? But we came at the same time we've always have. Well, I guess we were in a hurry today. You're excited to share a poem, aren't you? Yeah, well, I was. But I'm getting a little shy now that I'm here. Whoa, Shiori, shy? Never thought I'd see the day. Well, it's a bit more introspective this time, so I'm a bit afraid to show my true feelings. Ah, I understand. So look at Shiori, I begin to notice a few things that I haven't really noticed before. I mean, it makes sense considering her situation, but... Hey, Shiori, you have a little stain right there. Get close to her, try to wipe away what seems to be a toothpaste stain on her shirt collar. Your bow is crooked too. Don't mess with my bow. Okay, I won't. You see it's kind of holding everything together. Sort of. Try to fix a few of Shiori's stranding hairs to no avail. Hey, Shiori, did you used to have long hair? Yeah, I did. But that was a long time ago now. I cut it because it was really hard to take care of. Where's all this coming from anyway? Where's what coming from? What are you doing right now? Stop when I realize I'm basically playing with Shiori's hair. Oh, well, I couldn't help but notice that it looks like you were in a rush today. Even though you woke up early. Oh, you're so good at noticing these things, aren't you? Sorry, I know I shouldn't really be prying. I understand it can be difficult sometimes. Here, let's start small. Reach down and begin to button up Shiori's blazer, which has stayed open from nearly as long as I can remember. Everyone can just walk in at any moment. This is not something we should be doing. But Ah, one of the CGs. Okay, gotcha. What? I just think it's funny. What's funny about it? Well, I think it's funny to have a friend who does these things for me. Hey, I'm just trying to fix your blazer. Don't make it sound embarrassing. It's okay. I think I like this being this close to you. Man, this one is giving me trouble. Hey, be careful. That button could fly off. And hey, Bob. What? My eyes are up here. Yeah. Great. What are you? I realized that I'm intending to close the button closer to her chest. Don't make it weird. Try my best here. Does it even fit you? It did when I first bought it. You mean 4 years ago? You probably would have noticed it if you actually tried buttoning it up for once. This can only mean one thing, Bob. What? Even my boobs got bigger again. He placed my hand over Sirius' mouth only to realize it's just 2 of his hair. Well. Jeez, what else? What's up when you bring your boobs up like that? What is this conversation? What is happening? Siri gives me a cheeky smile as I realize my hands are closer to her chest than they've ever been. Buddy! I hastily finished pinning up her blazer and sigh. Whatever, you look way more sharp now, don't you agree? Nothing has changed. Notice Sierra looks very strange. Probably because it's something I'm not used to, but yeah, seeing her with her button blazer is a bit weird. It's very stiff. I don't think it's worth it. She hastily unbuttons the blazer. Ah, that's much better. Well, there goes all my artwork. Emphasis on hard. Anyway, 2-year-old jokes aside. Aw, sorry, I didn't mean to tease you like that for nothing. It's okay, I know you were joking anyway. Well, you still had fun, didn't you? Not sure part of that could be considered fun. Well, it was fun for me. Stuff like that is something only couples do. If I had a boyfriend, imagine how upset he'd be if he saw you and me doing that. It's a weird way of looking at it. I didn't think it was weird. Man, I never know with you, do I? I just think it's nice when you take care of me like this. I guess I don't really have a problem with doing that. Hey, y'all. You guys are here early. Thank God. They did not come in at a bad time. Indeed. Were you guys excited to share poems today? You could say that. Hey, everyone. I'm here on time for once. And just like that, the literature club meets up with each other again. So, are we going to take turns sharing a poem with each other, or did you have anything else in mind? Not real. Let's present them out loud. Out loud? I was not informed presenting them. May I request some preparation time? Hey, don't act like you didn't present your poem perfectly last time. You're all like, oh, tally ho, could you happen to hand me the tea, darling? I most certainly do not talk like that. Especially not with that terrible British accent. And, well, Monica wasn't there last time, so I just want to be... Hey, it's okay, Yuri. That's why I suggested it. I wanted for us to experience in sort of a mini festival. That's a wonderful idea, Yuri. We can all take turns reading our poems out loud. It'll be our own poem jam. And you can have all the prep time you need, Yuri. Exactly. I guess that sounds all right. It could be a nice change of pace for to present them like this. That's the spirit, Yuri. Now, who's going to go first? I guess I can go first. Oh, that's the spirit, Bob. You got this. I guess I can try. Just don't make fun of me if it sounds bad. Reach into my bag and pull out my poem. I give it a quick read over before closing my eyes and taking in a deep breath. You'll be fine. Sirius taught you a lot over the last few weeks. You got this. Walk over to the elevated platform in front of the room and clear my throat. That's me clearing my throat. My dumb poem. Adventure in the dark, alone I fly. Embrace the broken beauty where hope lies. Blissful daydreams dazzle with joyous cries. Charm the clumsy heart with color awry. Happiness blooms like an extraordinary bed. Whispers of awe and cheer, my spirit fed. Flying on wings of fireflies, fearless delight. Friends and family, fireworks ignite. In the comfort of embrace, forgiveness flowers. Hopeless hurts finds solace in the darkest hours. Grief and defeat, an amazing dance. Death's cry is shallowed, hope's heart enchants. Empty of fear and extraordinary grace, childhood memories an awesome embrace. Calm the heart, find comfort in tears shed, for in the broken, joy rises instead. Sighs that let out the last word escape my lips. I'm a bit surprised to hear a pretty nice applause though. Especially from Siori, who is clapping the loudest. Thanks, guys. Sure, there was still a whole lot of nonsense, but I tried this time. It really shows, I like it a lot. I agree, it's nice to hear a poem from you that was actually written by you. I've noticed your writing style is very free verse and loose. It was hard to decipher a meaning behind it, but I still enjoyed your poem. You've really improved since the day we met. It's hard for me to say anything that these girls haven't already said, but it's only because your improvement is quite staggering that I remember how one-sided your writing used to be. But you definitely seem to be getting the hang of it. Ah! One-sided, that's funny. Wow. I'm really sure what to say, guys. Other than thank you. I will definitely keep trying to improve, though. Sierra's a wonderful teacher. Yeah. And you're my favorite pupil. Sierra walks over and tries to pat my head. All right, I'm good. Feel my face turn a bit red as I try to avoid Sierra's strangely pleasurable escapades. Anyway, who's next? I can go next. Hearing you perform your poem out loud made me a bit less shy. Glad to hear that. Yuri and I switch places on the platform. She takes a deep breath, moves her poem in front of her, and begins to read. Oh, not in Yuri's handwriting. I do not read cursive all that much. Dusty novels. She was a closed book, hidden at the back of a forgotten shelf, gathering dust, neglected, untouched. Unread, her pages longing for someone's care. Then a soul appeared, kind and gentle, with curiosity in their eyes. They reached out, plucking her from obscurity, determined to explore the obscured words within. But the writing was smudged, her story distorted, difficult to decipher. Undeterred, the soul persisted, reading every day, seeking understanding. Some pages were torn, worn away by time, others missing gaps in her narrative, yet the soul remained undaunted, immersed in the incomplete tale she had to offer. The kind soul read on, unfazed by imperfections and flaws. They embraced their fragmented pieces, finding solace in the hidden truth they revealed. And so the closed book opened up, its once forgotten words breathed to life. Through the patient reading, a connection formed, a sanctuary of acceptance, a refuge for her soul. Thanks to the kind soul's unwavering dedication, the closed book found its place in the world, transformed by their understanding and compassion, embraced for its eternity. Its untold story unveiled. Yuri sighs and smiles, looking satisfied and more relaxed. Oh, I love the poem, Yuri. Great. Thank you. No need to be shy about it, Yuri. Take the compliment. I like the poem too. You should be proud of yourself more. I don't want to come across as pretentious. Nonsense. There's no such thing as being too pretentious. Okay, maybe there is. But the point is, there's no way you can be pretentious. Being modest about your works means you acknowledge your limits. Not everyone is perfect after all. That's right. It's important to have a balance between self-examination and self-belief. It's what allows you to bring out your best work. I loved your poem too, Yuri. I love how it could mean so many different things and refer to so many different kinds of people. Well, now I know how Monica feels. I can't really say anything that hasn't already been said. Quickly get a flashback of the day I found Yuri in the bathroom. Jesus. Okay. Great flashback. You're doing great, Yuri. That's all I can really say. Yuri gently rubs her arm. I'm glad everyone liked it. I really dove in deep for this one. And thank you for all the kind words of encouragement. It's nice to hear that. May I go next? I'm a bit excited to go up now. Oh, I was gonna go. Rock, paper, scissors. Oh, you can go ahead if you'd... Nah, I want to make it a friendly competition. Let's go. Natsuki places her fist over her hand, is ready to go. I guess Natsuki wants to feel like she's earned this? Well, alright then. Rock. Paper. Scissors. Natsuki chose scissors. Monica chose paper. Darn. Yes, me next. Natsuki happily walks up to the platform and clears her throat. Inky ink. Through the ink-stained pages, I found fear. Feelings of dread, doubt, anger. All because of this inky ink in my hands. Through ink-stained pages, I found an escape. Dreams unfold, characters thrive, worlds of magic and wonder come alive. All thanks to the inky ink in my hands. Someone knocks on my door. I brace myself for whatever could come next. But a voice calls from the other side, so kind and gentle. I hide away my nightmares, I clean my secrets, I get ready to open my door. Through ink-stained pages I found solace, acceptance, warmth, my heart feeling free, no longer lost. A breath of fresh air thanks to the inky ink in my hands. Through ink-stained pages I found courage, feelings of hope, confidence, and happiness. My heart soars through the great blue sky thanks to the inky ink in my hands. Phew, my heart was pounding the whole time. What'd you guys think?
It was great too. Definitely one of your strongest poems yet. I agree. I'm glad you've been using the methods I showed you. Not to discredit your own work or anything. You did good in your own, and I was just excited to...
Hey, it's okay. I appreciate the help. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you actually said that, I probably wouldn't have liked that. But I know what you mean.
I see. Glad to see you two have worked out your differences. It's clear that the both of you do write differently, but that's okay. Being able to learn off each other is even better. I liked your poem too, Natsuki, compared to your very first poems, like your Eagles Can Fly poem. You seem to have a much more loose and expressive style nowadays. I can definitely tell that you're taking this very seriously and are determined to keep improving, which I think is great.
Thanks, Monica. I didn't expect you to bring up one of my first poems. But I guess it does prove how much I've improved, doesn't it?
Exactly. It can be difficult to go back to your older work sometimes. It can feel a bit embarrassing to see how bad we used to write or draw or whatever skill you practice. But it also serves as proof that what you've actually improved.
I agree. I saw most of your poems back there first joined, and yeah, I saw improvements. The improvements are definitely showing. They aren't as, like Monica said, one-sided this time. I think I can agree with that. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'll try even higher next time.
Well, Shiori, would you like to go next?
Nah, you can go first, Monica.
I'm a little shy. Oh? Well, okay then, I understand. I don't mind going then.
Monica takes the stage and holds her poem gently. Before she speaks, she twitches a little while taking a deep breath.
Night tangles. My jet black quill chirps on a blanket of snow, raises its beak, parched, finding the electrochemical draught on my desk. Oh boy, Monica's poem is going to be the one to give me trouble. Here I sit, singing the sweet serenade of mind's joy, soft chords, strumming and
twanging,
and echoing.
Okay, Monica, please speak English. Holy fucking shit, what is that? Cacophony? Cacophony? Interesting.
Of reality and unreality. A hollow of electrons dance round my brain, more than moods of logic and bits. All my perceptions throughout time, reality intertwined. None can be separated from the mind, a cessation removed by a delete key. Would these nesting birds, tin nightlings, live so cheerily if they knew? Our world makes evanescence but a flash, unmistakably mutable. Mutable?
What are these words? Brother!
The irrelevant relativity of a fake smile landing on my flushed cheek, neath the drift of a mausoleum? Mausoleum? Marred by bits and pieces of torn pages. Lost drafts, lost dreams, saved and loaded, yet undeserving of such
Holy shit! Hold on! Let me get this. I'm skipping that one.
Here I lay. Things long forgotten are once more uncovered. Betwixt snow angels above and revenants below, the beauty and guilt of sleeping ponds, untrammeled snow.
Monica shivers as she finishes up her poem. So does my subconscious and reading ability. Thanks, Monica.
Bravo, bravo!
Sayori tries to whistle with her fingers but fails spectacularly. Ah, stop it, Sayori. You're spitting everywhere.
Oh, sorry. I love your poem, Monica. It's already one of my favorites. Can almost understand the deep meaning behind it. Thanks, Yuri. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, let's not hope Yuri understands. Yeah, it was great. I've always loved the imagery in your poems. Makes me wonder what it was truly about too.
Thanks for sharing another part of your story with us, Monica. It's nice to hear about it through a poem.
Shiori says it with such sincerity that it almost seems like Shiori knew exactly what the poem meant. Would be a plot twist though. If all of a sudden she reveals, surprise, I know. Motherfucker playing games. If that were to happen, you got me. 100%, you got me. And she surprised me before, so there's a possibility that she does. Let's hope not. Yeah, it was a really nice poem. I think a free verse style poem is something that I should start striving for. Seems like that would suit me.
Thank you for the kind words, everyone. It was a bit tough writing this poem, but I managed to pull through thanks to Yuri. And I think it all worked out. May I ask what you meant by thin night tangles? I'm not sure how I explained it, to be completely honest. I guess I can describe it as a feeling of drifting in between reality and non-existence. Which probably sounds super dark, and that's what I'm referring to. Anyway, isn't it your turn now, Siri? Oh, right. I'm a little bit nervous about this one.
It's okay, Shiori. Once you start reading it out loud, you'll get into it. That's how it went for me.
Yeah, just pretend that it's just you and your words, nobody else.
You got this, Shiori.
Just focus on your poem, let yourself get immersed in it. After just a few seconds, it'll feel like there's nobody here.
Right. Shiori trades places with Monica and steps up on the platform. I observe as she closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and begins to recite her poem. Since when do we call the Constitution a fucking poem? What's going on here?
Fog. In morning's light, my facade unfolds, mistaking hidden tears that don't need to be masked anymore. Doubt clouds in my mind like a fog that never leaves. It masks morning's light, revealing everything to the world. Staring.
Staring. Excuse me, not starring.
They all keep staring at me, at my burdens, at my soul. Shadows now cast over bonds, my fragile secrets unveiled to trusted hearts. So why does it hurt so bad? Warm embraces branded with concern, whispers of worries echoing in the room. Each glance a reminder of the darkness in my head, their knowledge heavy on my soul. Invisible weight I can no longer carry on my own. It hurts real bad. I no longer to be seen. I long to be seen beyond my darkness, my fog, within morning's light. But anxieties and fears roll in, thundering, booming, pouring down on me, like they always have. So I still wear my facade, hiding in the depths of my heart, their caring eyes never ceasing, coupled with comfort and fear. But I want to be free. The fog persists. The storm of anxiety and fear persists. The staring persists. But my friend's love shines through, like a rainbow in a dark, stormy sky, guiding me through, walking together, hand in hand, through the dark and the light. My facade still remains within morning's light, but I find strength in their presence, acting as a beacon from within my fog. The club room is now dead silent. Monica and I share a concerned glance. Shiori's tone of voice really began to crumble while she was reading. Shiori's breathing is very fast yet heavy. Hey, Shiori. Shiori quickly dashes out of the room. Oh no. I should go check on her. Stop Monica by gently grabbing her arm. That's probably not the best idea. She needs her space. It's best we let her have it. Alright. She'll be okay. I trust her. She thinks she really has trouble expressing her deepest feelings to us. I felt some of Shiori's pain. Through her writing, through her words. You're right, Bob. I'm only going off of what I learned. But yeah, it's something she really struggled with. I do feel bad though. She was excited to share her poem today. Are you sure she'll be fine on her own? I'm wondering the same thing. Shouldn't one of us go out to check up on her? Just going with my gut here. She's really not comfortable letting us see this side of her, even if it was just a poem. It's way more than she's used to showing. Yeah, he's right. When Shiori and I first met, Monica pauses for a moment. She told me about her depression, and it wasn't by choice.
Wait, really?
So I wasn't the first one to know? Guess I forgot the position I was in. I was the friend that decided to stop hanging out with her. Monica was the friend that she got to know and got closest to.
Shouldn't be surprised, honestly. So, what do you mean it wasn't by choice?
I read a poem I wasn't supposed to read on accident.
Hold on, slow down. How do you get depression from a poem?
Well, it was pretty obvious something was going on. I can read poems pretty well too, you know.
All right, yeah, that's fair.
Monica sighs and looks off to the side. Shiori and I were best friends. Inseparable. She allowed me to make this club what it is. She pushed through all the hard times. All I did was kept worrying about myself, my own problems, never once stopping to think about Shiori's. She always held her head high, and even at the day she wouldn't, she told me not to worry. And then I had so much going on, to the point where I thought I was the only one that mattered, nobody else. I cut the club meetings short, canceled them left and right, pushing everyone away. Except Shiori. We did have a lot of good times together, even though there weren't many of them. She always had the club at the top of her priority list, and I guess I came in close second. I wish I could have done things differently.
Welcome to my life. Do you maybe think you can talk to her? I know what I said, but maybe she'd feel more comfortable with you out there.
No, I can't do that. Not after the kind of friend I've been to her.
Oh, come on. What could you possibly have done that would make Shiori not want to talk to you?
I'd like to keep that between me and Shiori, if that's alright. Just know that I'm fairly sure that she wouldn't want to see me right now. If I may. I don't see any harm in just asking if she's alright. You don't have to stay. But I'm sure she'd still appreciate it if you asked.
Monica stays silent. I think that's a great idea. Well, if Monica won't go, I guess I'll go. Can't really see how that could be bad either. Deep down, I do feel like all she needed was just a bit of time to herself. Then again, Yuri has a point. Communication is key, after all. Take a deep breath and head outside the club room. So I walk outside, I see Shiori a lot closer than I thought she would be. She's sitting on a bench right next to the door, staring off to the distance. Hey, Shiori. Guessing you heard all that? You okay? Sorry if whatever I said earlier was dumb. I just figured you might want some space.
You were right, actually. Thank you for that. Monica didn't want to come talk to me?
Yeah, I don't think she feels comfortable.
Yeah, I kind of guessed. You weren't wrong, though.
What do you mean?
I mean, I wanted to be left alone for a little bit, so thank you for not letting her see me like this.
Right. I guess I should head back too. Just take a step forward. Shiori grabs hold of my blazer.
Did you like it?
Like what?
My poem, silly. Oh, I thought it was lovely. It was really tough to do that. It was hard enough to show my true feelings to you. I didn't think it would have been so overwhelming. I was able to talk about some of it last week at our group talk. So, what happened this time?
Maybe because our poems were about the deepest part of ourselves. Parts we might not even be comfortable with showing.
Yeah, that makes sense. Could you tell Monica to come outside?
Oh yeah, of course. You sure? Shirley nods and responds. All right, give me a second. Hey, Monica. Shiori asked for you.
She did?
Sounds like you two need a lot of catching up to do. So,
okay.
Monica POV? Oh, thank God. If they didn't show me this conversation, I would be thoroughly annoyed.
I slide the door closed and try to calm my nerves down. Shiori sitting on a bench not too far from us. Did she hear everything we said earlier? Hey, Shiori? Monica, you actually came. Why wouldn't I have? Well, I heard you earlier. You said you don't think, I'd want to see you. Well, that's because Bob stopped me from going out. I was going to. He wasn't wrong to do that. I'm sorry. I'm being so confusing and annoying right now. It's hard. I know it's hard to show this part of yourself to us. I still remember when the literature club was starting out. You never wanted me to find out. It was purely accidental. I made a mistake. I'm unsure of what you really want or need because I never took the time to ask you. I never took the time and tried to understand you. I was too focused on my own goals. When I realized that I messed up, Monica, I'm a horrible friend. It's not even considering everything I said to you. That's why I had my doubts. That's why I assumed you didn't want to see me. Because it feels like you should hate me. Hate you? I could never hate you. Sorry. I shouldn't let my own insecurities take priority here. What I do want to say is, we can work together on this. Huh? What do you mean? Remember our group talk last week? I saw how challenging that was for you, but I understand the feeling of not wanting to open yourself up to others like that, even around people you trust. Even I struggle with that. You enjoying the visual novel? I am. Thoroughly. This is a good scene, so I'm gonna keep reading. So I understand how you're feeling. I begin to feel a bit like a hypocrite. I realize that I haven't been open with Shiori or anyone for that matter. But I can't let you see me like this. My true self. I understand that. Believe me, I do. But you can't keep maintaining this facade anymore. I can tell how exhausting it is for you. Last weekend, when you vented your feelings to me, I was secretly proud of you. And honestly, a bit jealous. It's the amount of strength that must have took. Gosh. You're incredibly brave to do that. I'm not downplaying your feelings, nor am I saying that you should feel afraid for letting your true colors show. It's not supposed to be easy. You're doing a great job. And I'd even say you're my role model. Your role model? But how? That's easy. Your perseverance is staggering. You've always put people's well-being first, always making sure they're happy. Because it makes you happy. Am I right? If I show my deepest feelings to my friends, that happiness goes away. Of course it does, Sayori. Choke up my words mid-sentence. We're human, after all. We care about you, deeply. We get sad for each other because we care about each other. But that's the whole problem. I can't have anybody worrying so much about me if it just makes everyone sad. You told me that yourself. Messing up the festival, ruining everyone's happiness with my dumb, selfish problems. I know what I said. I knew it wasn't wrong to say too. You didn't need to hear that at the time, nor ever. But that's not your fault. It is my fault. Me being a horrible friend has nothing to do with you, Sayori. I can promise you that. What I can assure you is, yeah, we may be sad, we may get worried, but it's only because we care so much about you. It only makes us want what's best for you. I don't know if I'm ready to accept that. That's okay. You don't have to. Accept it when you're ready. We aren't going anywhere. We are your friends, after all. But do you think you can do something for me? What? I want you to take some of that happiness that you normally would give to others and give some to yourself. Just a little bit. Doesn't have to be much. You think you can do that? Yeah, I think so. That's wonderful to hear, Siri. Hey, what is it, you said when I went over to your place a while ago? Something about hug energy? Hold on, this music is getting a bit too loud in my ears. That's silly, Monica. How can it be silly if it's true? Maybe you're right. Would you like some right now? That would be nice, yes. Siri slowly walks up to me and wraps her arms around me tightly. And just like before, I can feel her again. I sigh softly and end up cracking a smile. After a few more seconds, we let go of each other. You want to head back to the club with me? She only shakes her head and responds. I'm going to the bathroom and freshen myself up. I don't want to be seen like this. Just tell Bob to wait up for me, okay? Of course, Sayori. If you need anything, you have my number. Thanks, Monica. I'm sorry again for being such a dummy. Don't say that about yourself. You did great. I'm proud of you. Sayori only nods and looks down at the floor. Give her a friendly smile before returning to the club. Stimuli aren't feeling stimulated. We need more of Mario RPG so you can move on to playing the randomizer. I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry, but I'm not. So, that went down. Finished telling Natsuki and Yuri about the day Siri confessed to me. Reliving that moment was a lot more painful than I thought. But I figured it could help me understand where I went wrong and maybe what I could do to learn from those mistakes. Siri has wanted nothing more than for things to go back to the way they used to be.
But she's not dumb. I know that she knows how difficult it actually is.
It's really hard to escape it, but you couldn't be defined by what happened.
I agree. Sayori's still Sayori, regardless of what happened. I know. I have to try my best to learn that, because she doesn't fully believe that herself.
Hey guys, Sayori's alright. Bob, she asked me to stay behind for a bit longer for her.
Of course, in the room or...
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be back once she's comfortable. But the club meeting is technically over now. It seemed like she wanted to be left alone with you.
Alright, that's fair. I'll stick around then. You're all heading out then?
Seems so. I guess I'll see you all tomorrow. I hope things turn out well for you, Bob.
Same here. Bye guys, thanks for hearing me out. Yuri and Natsuki leave the room together. So, you're heading out too?
I'm not sure. I'm debating on staying or not. I probably shouldn't get in the way though. I'd probably mess things up again.
Again? I don't really recall you messing anything up in the first place. Of course, I don't know the full details, but I'm sure you two could work things out. You guys catching up says a lot. Wonder how deep this whole situation goes. It's weird being in the know while also being left in the dark at the same time.
Right.
Well, you can stay if you like. You're the one that mentioned that she probably wants to be alone with me.
Oh, you're absolutely right. I'd just be getting in the way. I'll let you two have your own personal time. I'll see you tomorrow. Tell Sayori I said I'm just a phone call away if she needs me.
Of course. Have a safe trip home. And just like that, I'm alone in the silent club room. It's kind of spooky in here being all by myself. And it's making thoughts ring louder in my head than they ever have before. Yuri's words, Sayori shouldn't be defined by what happened. It's so obvious, and yet it really resonates with me. I guess I do have to figure out how to start believing that. I'm not sure if I even believe it myself. All I wait for Sayori is sit myself down at a desk and mess around with my phone for a bit. I've been following and watching Spanish streamers. Still can't understand the word all that much, do you? It's all right. It's fun, but I don't see myself going back to it. One thing, sure, the dialogue was funny. Like, some of the characters were out of fucking whack, out of the blue. Absolute nutcases, like that king was nuts. But yeah, I'll still prefer Mario Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, like the Mario Luigi games, I think, more than I would like Mario RPG. But I'm glad that I tried it out at least. Quickly look up after hearing the club door slide open. Hey, you okay? Shirley nods as she walks over to her bag and places everything back inside. That's good. I'm at a loss of words again. I'm not sure why though. I guess it's because I started to feel like I've said everything I could have said. I assume you didn't want to be seen by everyone after all that? Shirley nods again. Gotcha.
You think the others like my poem?
Yeah, I think Yuri said that she loves to use metaphors.
I see. That's good.
Yeah.
This is really hard.
What is?
Trying to pretend like nothing happened?
Well, you don't have to pretend. Not around me, at least. I understand it's still hard for you to show your true feelings this way, but I think you've been doing a great job so far. Just take it step by step. I'm here for you.
It's kind of like when you guys have a big ugly pimple on your face. It's ugly and everyone hates looking at it, but people can't help but stare. That's what it feels like to show my deepest feelings to my friends. I know you're all my friends, but it still feels so foreign to share my secret with you guys. Secrets that I wanted to keep with me until the day I die.
Look, I'm no expert. Far from it. But you've improved a whole lot since the day you first confessed your depression to me.
What? How could I have improved? It's like I've gotten worse at this.
Well, for starters, you're being way more open about your feelings. Not just to me, but to the others as well. Even if it might not feel like it, it's a big step forward. You proved that at our group talk last week.
Monica told me a similar thing. And I'm strong for doing these things or whatever. That should only add credibility to my words then. Maybe. I have to know something. Do you feel sad when I tell you these things? Try to choose my words carefully. I do. I don't think I would be if I didn't care about you. You know, I was checking something by asking that question. A long time ago, it used to really hurt to know that you care about me. But it doesn't hurt as much as it used to. That's good, I think. It's great that you've noticed that. I think that's good too. It's not really gone, it's just a little bit less intense. Like you said the other day, we're going to challenge this voice in my head together. Exactly. Just wish I could be the girl you want me to be. Huh? No, you shouldn't feel like that. You have changed. You have to change yourself to become somebody you're not for someone else's sake. As difficult as that made it to believe, I think everyone values you and appreciates you for being yourself. But what if my true self isn't what everyone expects me to be? You. Pause for a moment as Yuri's words bring back to me. You aren't defined by your depression. You aren't defined by what happened. You were the one who brought me out of my shell in first grade. You were the one who always asked for piggyback rides because I was getting taller than you. You were the one that always hung out with me during playtime at school, always bringing me snacks whenever I was sad. You were the one who always made me smile when nobody else could. And that's just me. Yuri has told me how much you've inspired and continue to inspire her. Natsuki has told me how much she likes your persistence, even though she probably wouldn't show it all that much. And Monica has been striving to do better, which I didn't even think was possible considering how perfect I thought she was. And that's all thanks to you. That's who you are, Sayori. And you're still that girl today. You're still so caring and genuine. Every time you're around the room, just brightens up. You're so resilient too. Your ability to find the joy in the smallest of things is unparalleled. I notice Sayori's beginning to cry. Wait, no, don't cry. I'm sorry. It was too much. I should have... No, I'm just... happy. Really? Yeah. Didn't think you'd still remember all those things. And didn't think you felt that way either. Of course I do. What kind of best friend would I call myself if I hadn't remembered the moments that made me want to be your best friend? Be a lame one, that's for sure. Sayori comes over and wraps her arms around me. I don't think you could ever be lame. Well, a life without you would have been. Gently rub her back, trying to show my sincerity through my touch. Do you really think that? Absolutely. Sayori and I stay embraced like this, sharing our deepest emotions with each other without uttering a word. Her heart begins to match up with mine as I catch the faint waft of her shampoo. Her hands begin to grasp my blazer as she tries to pull herself closer to me. That night, I tried to undo what I did. Immediately. Survival instincts or not, I immediately regretted what I had done. But I had to accept that it was over. Her heart beats faster. I was ready to accept that things cannot be undone, no matter how desperately we wish for it. You weren't supposed to come in my room that night. You weren't supposed to save me, but you did. And yet, I have to accept that things cannot be undone, all over again. But, you know what? I think I'm kind of happy with the way things turned out. I only continue to hold her close to me, and a silence now follows, finding solace in the shared understanding that words aren't able to express. Huge. That was fucking good. And we keep going 2.5 hours later, baby. Back at Monica. All right. What do you have for us, Monica? Ah, not this again. I'm dreaming again. At least it feels that way. Looking around at my surroundings, I'm back in the void I found myself a long time ago. There's nothing I can do about you, is there? At this point, I'm a ticking time bomb of who knows what. Will I disappear? Will I remain here but a husk of my former self? And if it were the former, what's even the point in keeping myself alive? I'm blinded as the world shifts instantaneously and I'm thrown into the school hallway. Was I not just Bob, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. It's me again. Or a version of me. I walk over to one of the class doors and peek in.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Oh, it's this morning.
Hold on. What day is this? I don't remember any of this. Take a closer look and try to avoid drawing attention to myself. I watch as Monica moves around the club room, placing little booklets on each of the desks. Wait, is it this is the day of the festival? But this never happened. What is going on? Why am I being shown this? Oh. Monica does not know about Siori's attempt. I glance towards Bob, knowing damn well that it's not the Bob I know. This isn't the world I know. I begin to put two and two together. I'm surprised you didn't bring Siori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think on days this important, she'd try a little harder.
This is the day she was supposed to die. By pure instinct, I raise my hands and type in the console. I fall flat on the floor as I'm whisked away to Siori's house instantly. I have control again. My train of thought stops as I realize what's about to happen, or what I'm about to see. I rush inside our house.
Oh, shit.
She's about to see it. I stop midway up the stairs. This is hopeless. It's already happened, isn't it? What am I even doing here? Why is the game showing me this? Am I still subconsciously looking for closure? To see what a world would look like if my plans actually carried out normally? But why? Is the game just doing this out of spite? To punish me for what I've done? I reach your bedroom door and open it. I nearly fell down on my knees, but I hold strong. Same way I always have. Siori. My voice shivers. Why is it shivering? Did I do this to you too? No, how could I have? You were already like this, weren't you? Tears begin to move down my cheeks. Why am I crying? My vision grows blurry as I try to wipe the tears away. No. I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. I've been lying to myself for so long, telling myself that this is what I wanted. This is how I wanted things to be. I kept trying to justify every single little thing I did, but I can't justify letting one of my best friends die. Nothing justifies that, but even still, even while her lifeless body hangs right in front of me, a side of me still can't let go. She isn't real. She isn't real. She isn't real. She... My legs give out as I fall onto my knees, my eyes never leaving Siori's. The signs of struggle, the blood on her fingers, the tears stain on her gray face. A reminder of this reality that was very close to transpiring just a few months ago. I try to reach out, desperate to hold her, but my now trembling hands grasp nothing but empty air. Each sob racks my body. It feels as if a piece of me has been ripped away. The weight of guilt presses up against my chest, suffocating me as I question every word I ever said, every action I've ever taken, and the ones untaken. Memories of laughter, support, and shared dreams begin to flood my mind. The vibrant spirit of unwavering optimism that defined her existence. And I was supposed to just let this happen. I have to wake up. I have to wake up from this nightmare. But I give in to the raw feeling of grief, allowing my tears to fall onto the hard floor as I let myself feel the pain of everything I wanted to do. Damn. That was fucking nuts.
Very sad again. I thought we were Rainbows and Sunshines now. And oh, here come the Rainbows and Sunshines. Great. Hey guys, I was just in the darkest void filled my fucking very bad thoughts.
So you're saying you've never wondered why we have soccer tryouts at a school?
Nope.
Not even for a little bit?
Uh-uh.
So much for trying to spark up our conversation.
Hey guys, I knew I'd find you two here. Sierra and I decided to find Natsuki and Yuri during lunchtime. Just to change things up, I guess. Hey guys, mind if we sit with you today? Not at all, come sit over here. Sierra and I sit ourselves down next to the vending machine while Yuri and Natsuki sit on the bottom of the stairs. Convenient. I have a few coins. Do you want any snacks, Yuri? Oh, I burp while I say that too.
Oh, you don't have to.
Cool, more from you then. That honey bun looks good. Hey! You're forcing it into me, meanie. What? Okay, I'm not gonna question it. Cute. Not as cute as you, though. I'm not cute. Oh, that came out of nowhere. Effective, though. Ah, sorry, I meant you're not cute. Oh, yeah, absolutely not.
Yes. Quite an appalling creature.
I can't decide which is worse. Hey, at least you know I was being honest with you the first time.
So was I.
Hey, you know something that I've never shared with you guys before?
What's that?
I've always been a little bit of a geek over the weather. Really? You and the weather? Don't you have to be smart for that stuff? Yeah, whatever.
That's interesting, Bob.
You have any cool facts to share? Well, not really. It's just something I enjoy doing. For example, when extreme weather comes, like a typhoon, I can't help but get extremely excited for one.
Really? I do too.
So do I.
The sheer power of Mother Nature is truly something to get excited about.
I know, right? When the wind begins to howl and the thunder starts booming every second. When it's practically raining sideways and the sky is through a massive lightning light show. Jeez, I'm surrounded by a bunch of nut jobs.
Storms or extreme weather don't excite you?
I fail to see how something super scary can be exciting. Well, it's not like we're actively putting ourselves in danger or anything. Sure is right. I love the thrill of a good thunderstorm while I'm inside of the comfort of my own home.
I would be opposed to a storm-chasing adventure, though.
Now you're talking.
Ooh, count me in.
Count me out. I'll stay in the comfort of my own home, thank you very much.
What do you think Monica's thoughts are on storm chasing?
Not sure. Speaking of Monica, where'd she usually go for lunch anyway?
Now that you bring that up, I don't know. I think she usually hangs out in the music room.
That's right. Does she know how to play piano?
She does.
I think it could be a good idea if she all performed for us sometime. That sounds like fun. Wonder how long she's been practicing. Let's not talk about her behind her back, though. That's low. Oh, yeah, I agree.
We should invite her to join us for lunch.
It's weird how we hang out with each other at least once a week, but we only ever see Monica at the club. I mean, can you blame us? Sort of how she rolled for a while. She was very distant from all of us.
That's true. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. She's still our friend. I agree. Monica was the one who brought us all together. We should reciprocate that.
Not opposed to that. You guys want to have a plan or something for her?
Yeah.
What about a picnic? That sounds like fun. I don't think I've had a picnic in my entire life.
Oh, you're in for a treat then. I know a perfect place to go. Natsuki and I went once. Natsuki and I went there once to read together.
It's supposed to be our secret hangout.
Oh, I'm sorry, Natsuki. I didn't mean.
It's fine, actually. No reason to keep it a secret from anybody. That's lame. I think it could be a great spot.
Indeed. It's very quiet on school days. It should make a perfect picnic spot. If we were planning on a school day anyway.
Good point. When did you want to have this, Siri? Let's do it tomorrow. We can have our picnic in the place at the club meeting. Any objections? Sounds good to me.
No complaints.
Nope, I'm down. Great. So what's everyone going to bring? I call dibs on bringing plates. Hey, you got the easiest stuff. I'll bring the cupcakes.
Sweet.
Can I help you bake them? We worked very well together last time. Sure, that sounds like a good time.
I'll make some tea for everyone. And I'll bring a blanket as well. What kind of picnic would it be without a blanket to sit on?
Perfect, sounds like a plan then. Now, should we keep this as a surprise for Monica, or should we tell her?
We should probably tell her. Who knows if she'll even approve of the idea.
Fine by me. We'll tell her about the meeting today. Sounds like a plan. Oh, schmoovin'. Suri and I walk into the club room ready to tell Monica our plan for tomorrow. Except she's not here. Let me guess, late again? You guessed it. I'm used to it at this point.
I can't help but feel worried about her. I mean, remember what she told us last week? She's going through a lot right now.
Right. The club doors slide open, signifying Monica's entrance.
Monica, we have something to share.
What? Monica immediately grabs Yuri and wraps her arms around her, hugging her tightly. Right. Is she gonna tell everything?
Monica has bags under her eyes and looks incredibly distraught, almost as if she lost somebody close to her. Natsuki, Yuri, and I share confused glances. Whoa, Monica, are you okay? What's going on? Shiori turns to her regardless of her confusion. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. What for? You didn't do anything wrong. Monica and Shiori break off from each other. I'm okay. I just needed a hug. That's alright. Everybody needs a hug every once in a while. Feeling a little better now? You look very tired. Yeah, a little. That hug energy you talked about before really is something, isn't it? Yeah, I'm glad it helped you feel better. Even just a little. An awkward silence sweeps over us. Right. What is it you wanted to say, Shiori? Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you about this cool new plan I had for the meeting tomorrow. We wanted to have a picnic, and I wanted to invite you especially. You've done so much for us, yet we rarely get to hang out with you as a group outside of school. So I figured let's change that. Really? You all want to have me along? Of course, it wouldn't be a full club meeting without you. Thanks, guys. I'd love to join you. Notice Monica's eyes begin to swell up with tears again, but she swiftly wipes them away. It sounds like a wonderful time. Is there anything you'd like for me to bring? Well, we don't exactly have actual food yet, do we? Unless you consider cupcakes to be a nutritious meal. Right. I can bring some sandwiches for everyone. I'm a vegetarian, so I'll bring my own meal. Sounds great. Looks like everything's set in stone then. So what do you want to do now? Monica looks away for a moment. Give me a second. Monica walks off to the front of the room and pulls out some papers from her bag. Well, now we got that out of the way, I wanted to ask how far along everyone is in the book. I know Yuri's already finished. Don't embarrass me. It's okay, Yuri. I finished over the weekend. So did I. Wait, I'm the only one that hasn't finished? That's so beyond lame. Can't be my fault. I'm just so used to reading mangas. If you like, we can read together. I don't mind rereading a few chapters. You do that? Well, it was just a suggestion. I'm sorry if that's too weird for you. Nah, I wasn't expecting you to offer something like that. But I'm down. It sounds like a fun time. Great. We can get started and get you caught up. Whoa, they're getting along well now. I know, right? Those two were polar opposites when I first met them. Now they're reading together. Friendship blossoms in the strangest places. Is that a famous quote from someone? If you mean a famous quote from Shiori, then yes. I see. Good quote. Okay, I'm back. I see Natsuki and Yuri are catching up on their reading. I'm not. Natsuki was just too slow. Shut up, Yuri. Glad to see it then. I'm finished my book too. Quite a long time ago, actually. Mostly because I already read it. That makes sense. Speaking of things that make sense, could I ask you and Shiori to do me a huge favor? Oh, sure. What is it? I loved your poem J idea so much yesterday that I wanted to have something similar to it sometime soon. I want to recreate the festival and have a poem presentations, bake cookies, all the fixings. I don't want us to miss out on something we all look forward to after all. Which I should reiterate. Monica places her hand on Shiori's shoulders. It was not your fault, nor it ever will be. And I will make up for that by remaking it. I think it should be a fun time for everybody. Of course, we just got done reciting some poems, so it'll be some time before the hostess. Which leads me to what I need your help with. Could you guys bring some supplies from the other club room, just so we can have it prepared here and get started on preparations? Stuff like crayons, markers, all that junk. Sure, I know exactly what it should be. I've been to that room before. Perfect. If you can find some poster paper as well. See, Jeffa. What? Oh, that's Spanish for boss. How in the world did you start learning Spanish? I don't know, but it's cool. I agree. It is quite cool. Now get going, you two. Monica walks off to the front of the room again. Alright then. Let's say lead the way, Shiori. Yep, follow me. Exploring empty classrooms is the most fun you can have while you're in school. I think of a few other things. Shiori and I exit the club room. I follow along happily as I watch Shiori hum and skip around the hallway. It's amazing how Shiori is able to find pleasure in the smallest of things. I think I've always taken that for granted. It takes some real strength to see small little errand as some grand adventure. At least I'm assuming that's how she sees it. Hey, Shiori? I noticed you got a little bit down back there when Monica mentioned redoing the festival. You always see right through me. I think it's a great idea. Monica only did what she thought was right to do. She wouldn't have done it just to make me feel bad. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Ah, here we are.
Let us begin the mission, Agent. Mission, eh? Make a finger gun with my hands and hold it up. Okay, Sayori. Breach! Yeah! Sayori slides the door open and rolls in the classroom.
If that were real, I'd probably be shot already.
No way! Not when I got your back. Played enough tactical espionage action video games to know I'd be a good in a fair fight.
Yay! Come on, let's find the supplies.
I followed Sayori to the closet towards the back of the classroom.
Let's see.
Aha, crayons. And the best brand too.
They sure are dirty though.
Right, what else was it she said she needed? Poster paper? Here, let me squeeze in here to check. Sure, because reading each of the colors out loud.
Sure, let me just find my favorite color real quick.
Look around for nearby cubby holes for signs of poster paper with no luck. What even is your favorite color anyway?
Light blue. Oop, I dropped one on accident.
Light blue. Should be hard to find it all. Schmack! Ah! Sayori bends over and smacks her head on the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill over the place. So are we just replaying the scenes we had in the base game?
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, geez, you okay? Immediately stop what I'm doing and rush to her aid.
My forehead.
She clutches her forehead. I guess that's a no. It's a huge piece of dialogue right there. She clutches her forehead. Sounded like it hurt. Here, let me see. Grab Sayori's by the waist and pull her out of the closet. Come on, you have to move your hands if you want me to see.
But it hurts.
Just for a quick second, I have to see how bad it is. She slowly moves her hand away from her forehead. Oh my god. There's brains everywhere.
Quit messing around. Ow!
Alright, take it easy. Gently brush her bangs aside.
Ow!
While I was kidding about the brains, there's a pretty big red mark on her head. And a bump is starting to form too. Oh man, that's going to swell. I should probably get some ice. Maybe the others can help.
Bob.
Monica, she knew what to do. What will Monica do?
You don't have to do this for me. I'm perfectly okay with looking like a unicorn.
Well, I know you're okay. I wouldn't make a joke like that otherwise. I still should get you something. It's better to leave a bump like that untreated. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
We're getting... what was it again? Some, like, apple juice. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and head out towards the nearest vending machine. Oh, what?
Hey, how's it going with Sayori? You found those supplies yet?
Actually, I need to get her a drink. She hit her head on the shelf.
What? Oh no, I should have gone with you two.
No, it's fine. She's okay. I just need to get her something cold for it.
Here, let me buy her a juice.
No, wait, you don't have to. Before I could protest any further, Monica pulls out a few coins from her purse and places them inside the machine. She types in 2 letters that correspond with some apple juice.
Here, nice and cold.
Thanks. You didn't have to do this for me though. I could have afforded it.
It's fine. Just feel like I'm partially responsible for this. I should have gone myself.
Sure, it's fine, but I better hurry anyway. You want to come see her? Monica looks away for a second and takes some time to respond, which only raises my anxiousness. Unless Sayori's in there by herself.
No, that's okay. I think it's best if it's just you and her.
Okay, sure. Gotta get going then. That was a little weird. What was she even doing there? Oh well, not worth thinking about that right now. I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She's trying to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box while still holding onto her palm, holding her other palm on her forehead.
They were already in all the wrong spots before I spilled them all.
Here. Hey, take it easy. Here, use this. And Sayori a bottle of apple juice.
It's nice and cold.
She opens the cap and starts drinking from it. What? Hey, don't do that. It's for your head, dummy.
Sorry, I forgot.
Jeez, did you hit her head that hard? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stinks. I know, it should start feeling better soon. Squat down, so now I'm at eye level with Sayori. Begin picking up the crayons and placing them in proper order. What is it?
This reminds me of growing up, doesn't it?
What do you mean? Suddenly get memories of when Sayori and I used to play outside all the time. Oh, yeah. You weren't really good at tree climbing, were you?
You never really noticed until I actually got hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump on my head like this one. And then I'd cry really hard. But you always tried to get me to stop crying and take care of me. It's almost like you blamed yourself for what happened. And you didn't want me to get in trouble. I look away from Sayori and focus on gathering up the last of the crayons. Even though it wasn't really your fault at all, you know?
I did do that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Because I was just too focused on myself. Never realized that I was pushing you to do things you couldn't do.
I don't think that's true. You're pretty selfless too. You're always rushing to help me, even though I'm a bit clumsy. You're a really sweetheart.
Hey, that's embarrassing. Don't call me that. Do you really think that?
Yeah.
Well, if it feels natural to me, I don't really know how else to explain it. But I like your clumsiness.
Really?
Okay, like something like that. Makes you unique. Great, solid flirting attempt there. I probably just made her feel worse.
You're so silly, Bob.
Right. I only do these things because I care about you. Even though it took a while for me to admit that.
Well, I'm really glad nothing has changed between us. Even after all this time. I'm glad you're more open with me, even if it's hard for me to believe that you're being genuine. Do you think we can stay like this forever?
Forever, huh? Being honest with myself, rekindling Siri and I's friendship has been one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. Even though it's pretty rough most of the time. Guess I'm still doing what I always have. Helping Siri when she's hurt.
I sure hope so.
You're already my ride or die at this point, aren't you?
Ride or die, eh?
Wait, oh god, wow, that sounded bad. I didn't mean...
It's okay, Bob. Just happy we're together like this. Just like old times.
She has a whimsical expression on her face. What are you thinking about, Siri? What is it I'm thinking?
Used to be a little bit of a meanie to me.
What?
I think that's why I find some of this so weird. But also good. It's kind of like a weird dream come true. I don't want you to be afraid to make the same jokes you used to before.
What jokes? No, those were bad jokes.
I never thought so. They're what make you so fun to be around.
I'd argue a lot of what me was being genuinely annoyed. Deep down, I just felt awkward and weird around you.
But why?
I guess I felt bad for having such a long gap of us not talking with each other. I mean, we're still friends, but the idea of going back and to how things used to be was strange.
I understand. It'll take me some time to get used to. So like I said before, be patient with me, okay?
Of course.
We should head back. We're feeling better now. We don't want Monica to worry about us.
Good luck with that. She's the one who brought you that apple juice.
Oh. Well, I'm still hiding my bum from under my bangs.
Siri hops to her feet. Ah. She clutches her forehead again. Ah, see, I knew you got up too fast. Come here. I interlock my arms with Siri and help her walk out of the classroom. Clubroom, classroom, yes. As I walk Siri back to the classroom, I watch her try and cover her bump with her bangs. To no avail. In a moment, we make it back to the clubroom.
Siri, are you okay?
Ah, you heard. She's okay, I took care of it. I was playing with some crayons and stuck my head into the shelf.
Really? Can I see?
Monica gets close to Siri and hovers her hand over her forehead.
Oh, that's okay, Monica. It's pretty sensitive. Okay, as long as you're alright. Did you bring the supplies?
Yep, got them all here. Siri places some crayons and other poster-making supplies down on the desk. And I got the poster paper.
Great, we're all prepared for our festival Novigno. Hooray, Festival Novo... Ah, I almost got it. It's pronounced like Novo. And the O sound at the end.
I got it. Novo. Now I can speak French. Even I didn't know it was French. Nice work.
Thank you. Well, that should conclude today's meeting. Yuri, Natsuki, did you two finish reading?
Almost. Got a few more chapters to go and I'm all finished.
Great, then let's end this meeting off with another one of my favorite writing tips of the day. It's easy to get a bit lost in your self-doubts when writing or working on anything creative. Thoughts can sound like I feel inferior to something that came before, which can be incredibly demotivating. It's important to try and remember that there's no thing those projects will ever have, and it's you. You have all the power in the world to make a story uniquely yours, no matter what has come before. So if there's anything you find yourself struggling with, or if you're feeling insecure, just remember, stay true to yourself and believe in what you can do. Your project will flourish as a result. Thanks for listening.
Siri and I go our separate ways if we arrive back home. He's going to have Natsuki come over to prepare the stuff for tomorrow, and I should probably do the same. The nearest store is a short distance away, so I immediately start heading there. Gotta get it out of the way before I get lazy and put it off to the last minute. Relatable.
Oh, one last Monica scene for the stream. I arrive back home and place my bag on a bag hook near the door. I still feel absolutely guilty for inadvertently causing Shiori to bump her head. It's like I'm prone to hurting her or something. All I wanted was for her and Bob to have a moment together. I sit myself down on the couch and stare up at the ceiling. How do you do this again? Why can't I just remember how... I try to pull up a console, but the hand motion that allows me to do has slipped my mind. After a few more attempts, I managed to brute force it back up. Dangerously close to 100 now. I realize why I'm beginning to forget how to open the console, or various other things that I'm no longer able to recall. I mean, I know what I've been going through, I know what I've wanted to do, but now, what's going to happen to me? My thoughts are interrupted when I hear my stomach growl. Right, I haven't eaten a proper meal in about 2 days. It's not good, you should eat. I got up from the couch and walked into my kitchen to make myself a salad. I opened up my fridge and, no groceries. Just great. Normally, I used to always having groceries in the fridge because... I used to just put groceries in my fridge through the console. I forgot about that too, huh? I dejectedly close my fridge and look around for something in my cupboards. Used to have some ramen in here, but I think I ran out of that too. So looking for a few minutes, I realized that I basically have no food. Guess I'll order takeout again. In a few short moments, I placed an order for delivery at a local deli. I decided to throw in my sandwich order for tomorrow as well. Figure it would have been good to knock out two birds with one stone. Walk over to a nearby cabinet to draw a few Oh, what's this? I actually stumbled across what looks to be some kind of case. Pull it out and blow off the dust. I open a box and I'm greeted with a massive assortment of paints, colored pencils, and various other art supplies. Huh, there's a note here. To Sayori, my favorite vice president. I end up cracking a smile. Even though I was going through my epiphany, I still ended up getting this for you. I close up the case and place it on my counter. Should probably give that to you for one of these days. Oh! I grab my book bag and place it inside. Huh? Already? Just placed the order 10 minutes ago. But I won't complain, I'm starving. I open the door and... Hello? Sayori? What are you doing here? Hey, aren't you happy to see me? Sure, I'm just surprised you're here. Don't you have a therapy session today? Sayori is holding a small box with some writing on it that says for Monica with a smiley face on it. Yeah, I just finished that. I figured I could have stopped by. Maybe I should have texted you first. I wanted to surprise you. You succeeded to that then. Consider me surprised. What do you have there? It's for you. It says so on the box. She opens up the box to reveal, oh, a cinnamon bun. Aren't these your favorite? Yeah, but I wanted to bring you one. So I didn't turn up empty-handed. Walks over to the counter, places it down. Of course, I'm here to check up on you too. Huh? Oh, it's because of earlier? Yeah. And honestly, I've been worried about you for a very long time. It just took a lot of courage to ask you about it. I see. Here, maybe we can talk about it a little. Come and join me on the couch. Alright. I guide Sayori over to my couch and we sit on opposite ends with our legs crossed. Nice place you got here. I don't think I've ever been to your house. Yeah, I just realized I don't even have a proper explanation as to why I live on my own. My, parents passed away a long time ago. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. How come you never told me that? Were you really alone this whole time? Hey, it's okay, Sayori. Like I said, it was a long time ago. So I guess it's a bit of a similar situation to Yuri. How long ago? Jeez, I'm kind of lying myself into a hole here. Not that I'm completely lying about it. Long enough to where if I figured out how to do things on my own. Well, I'm glad you found your way. It sounds really hard. It was. I do think it's kind of cool you live on your own already. I don't think I'd be able to live on my own for a long period of time. That's too big of a responsibility. I can't help but agree. But it's taught me how to be independent. Not that you can't learn that though. It's okay, I get you. By the way, aren't you supposed to be with Natsuki? You guys have some bake stuff for tomorrow, don't you? Oh, that's later tonight. I wanted to check in on you first. You think our picnic idea was a good one? Yeah, I think it's a welcome change of pace for sure. Plus, perfect weather for it. I agree. I remember we used to talk about all sorts of ideas for the club when we first got it going. Ah, her words take me back to the first week of the literature club. It was just her and I trying to figure out how to get new members. Of course, thanks to my epiphany, I knew exactly who I was going to join. Long stretches of flashing lights, sounds, code were bombarding me instantly. But I held strong. Thanks to you. Yeah, I remember that too. Do you remember all the dumb literature-themed jokes we threw at each other? How could I forget?
What do you get when you mix literature and alcohol?
Oh, I know this one. Tequila Mockingbird. Sierra and I laugh aloud together. Okay, I've got one now. How was Charlotte, Bronte able to make it easier for everyone to breathe?
I don't know this one. How?
She created Eyre. You know Jane Eyre?
Oh,
That was a really good one. As Sierra and I laugh together, I'm reminded of my own internal guilt. This isn't fair to her at all. It's nice to laugh that hard every once in a while. Indeed. We're probably the only two people to laugh at those kind of jokes, no matter how silly they are. It's not a bad thing, is it?
nope. Just nice to have someone who gets my kind of silly.
Well, don't say it like that. It makes it sound like we're both idiots.
Well, is it that bad a thing? Sherry and I both laugh again.
I miss this. Yeah. I look down at the floor trying to figure out what to say next. The guild is already beginning to overwhelm me.
Bob, I figured out I gotta go to Paris at 4 a.m. on March 3rd. No, nice. Very good. 4 a.m.? Buddy, that's so early. What time do you have to wake up? Like 3:30? Get to school? Be there at 4? That's insane.
The guild is already beginning to overwhelm me, and all we did was share a few laughs.
So, about what happened earlier today in the club. Is everything okay?
Already jumping the gun, huh?
Sorry, I don't want to rush you. I'm just worried.
I think about my past and everything I wanted to do. Am I really ready for this? I understand. But before I talk about me, I wanted to ask about you.
Huh? Me?
Yeah. You've been through so much. I have to know how you're feeling.
Oh, I've been pretty good. Just taking things day by day.
That's good. That's good. How are you and Bob doing?
I think he still likes me.
I told you. You have nothing to worry about. You just have to be a little bit patient with him.
It's more like he has to be patient with me. I'm scared of admitting my true feelings to him too, because I'm scared I'll just force him to stay with me again.
Force him to stay?
I don't think he'll feel that way, Sayori.
Enough time has passed to where I can see he genuinely cares about you. You guys even went out on a date. There's no clearer sign of true love than that. When you say it like that, it sounds really nice. Yeah, it's why I asked you to get some supplies together.
What? Really? That's so sneaky.
I try my best sometimes. I want to see you two happy together.
That's really sweet of you, but what about you? You're doing all these nice things for me, and I can't help but just wonder why.
Well, it's because you're my friend. It stopped feeling like that for a while.
I'm happy you're returning to your old self again, but at the same time, I can't help but worry about you. Is everything okay?
Serious sincerity begins to rock the foundations of the final walls I've put up for myself. I've gotten close to facing my mistakes before, but this is on a whole other level. Feel the cracks form as I take deep breaths and sigh. No, I don't think everything's okay. You're so good at reading me, aren't you?
You can talk to me, Monica. You can tell me anything.
I don't think I can. Not this.
Are you sure? If you don't tell someone about it, it might get worse. It could get pretty ugly having all those nasty feelings bottled up inside you for so long.
She's right. As much as I hate to admit it, this dark past has been boiling up inside of me for so long. And because my abilities were ripped away, I had no way to cope with it. Tears begin to form in my eyes as I try to find the words for this. Sayori, I'm sorry.
Huh?
You already apologized? I'm sorry for telling you all those things before the festival. I'm sorry for pushing you away. My voice shakes and lips quiver. I try to. The tears start flowing down immediately, immensely as I try to face the part of myself that I never thought I'd face. I tried to hurt you. I tried to get you away from Bob. I tried to make you miserable. My voice trembles immensely. I knew. I knew what was going to happen to you. That night. I didn't want you to. But I was going to let it. My sobs are uncontrollable. I can no longer speak coherently. I begin hugging myself, attempting to calm myself down as only stares at me disbelief until she scoots over. She tries to hug me, but I only move as far away from her as I possibly can. She moves back and only looks even more shocked than before, which makes me cry harder. Don't. I'm a monster for doing this to you. I don't deserve any of your care or attention. There is no hope for me. I cry harder now, my emotions now overwhelming me as I comfort the sheer magnitude of my actions. What do you mean? I can't look at her anymore. How pathetic is that? I can't even face up to the consequences. Even now, I feel absolutely horrible for trying to show just how much I never intended to truly cause her any harm. You're not a monster, Monica. You're my friend. What? I can barely form a word. I'm not going to lie to you. If what you say is true, that is really horrible. But I tell you what I've told Bob before. You know just as well as anybody that my depression isn't your fault. You don't understand. Sayori, I needed you gone. I stopped seeing you as my equal. I stopped seeing you as my best friend. Even though I knew that was wrong. Even back then, I tried so hard to believe that you were really my friend. But I couldn't. Her tears make me sob again. It's written all over her now. What I'm saying is really hurting her. Maybe this was a mistake. Maybe I'm only making things worse by saying all of this. But it's the truth. She deserves to know the person I really am. You're really telling the truth? In between my cries, I can only slowly nod. Shira grabs her chest. There's a moment of silence between us, only broken by sniffles and my sobs. The weight of the confession hangs heavily in the air as I watch her collect herself. Monica, it really hurts to hear you say that. It hurts really, really badly. To hear that you never considered me your best friend, it really hurts. She begins to cry harder now. Now I'm the one who wants to hug her. I want to tell her that it's okay to hate someone like me. And it doesn't make her a bad person. I deserve that. But Monica, I've always believed that no matter what happens, we will support each other through even the darkest of times. We all have our own struggles inside. You didn't have to go through this on your own. And as selfish as it is, I wish you trusted me enough to confide in me instead of pushing me away. Her voice still shows tinges of sadness, but it's beginning to show strength. You may have stopped seeing me as your best friend, your equal, but I wanted to know I still see you as mine. Why? No matter what happened, what you wanted to do, and what you did do, I still care about you, Monica. I know you have your reasons, and I know, and I want you to know, I understand, and I'm still going to be here for you, just like you were there for me when I was at my lowest. Siri's expression tells me just how much she's struggling to even say these things. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that what you've told me doesn't hurt, though. I don't think I can really trust you. Not right now. I understand. It's what I deserve. But I also believe we can work through this. Together. As long as we're both being honest with each other. But what? Why would you still be willing to be there for me? A monster like me? You're not a monster. You're my friend, my best friend. When Bob started drifting away from me, you were there. You filled the hole in my heart that I didn't know how to fill. You made me believe that there's still hope for someone like me. Even someone like me can tell how much you're willing to try to be a better person. I'm not going to let that go. Thank you. I don't know what else to say other than thank you. I don't deserve it. If you're willing to work through this with me, then I will be too. My voice quivers. I'm honestly scared, Sayori. I'm scared of losing you completely and not being able to fix what I've broken. But I promise, starting now, to be fully open and honest with you about my feelings, no matter how painful it'll be. We'll face it together. I believe in us. It won't happen overnight, and we'll probably stumble a bit on the way, but I believe our friendship can grow from this. I think so too. As a lingering feeling of hope and despair intertwined in the air. We stay silent, exchanging a deep gaze that acknowledges the difficult journey ahead. But at the same time, I feel somewhat relieved. I'm not sure if this is the right word to use, but it does feel different to have finally revealed the truth to her. Try to wipe away my tears, I figure my composure. That must be the food I ordered. Maybe I should get going. I won't stop you. I open the door, let the delivery man, who has all the sandwiches for tomorrow as well as my meal for the day. Wait, you're going to eat by yourself? Finish paying the man and close the door behind me. Place the food on the counter and look down at my feet. I always do. You think he noticed my tears? There's no way he couldn't have. Yeah, we're probably covered in snot too. So gross. Sherry and I chuckle softly. She walks over to the counter and looks into the food bag. Can I join you? My eyes widen in surprise. You really want to? But you don't... I'd feel bad if I left you here all by yourself. Consider it our first step into fixing our friendship. I begin to cry again as Sherry's kindness completely crushes any remaining walls I still had up after everything I've confessed. After everything I have done. You're still willing to try for me. As I get overwhelmed by my own emotions, Sherry reaches into her bag and pulls out the salad I ordered. She opens it up and steals a crouton. She smiles again, sees herself down, and waits for me to calm down. I like these little breads. I never knew that they were what they were called, so I always called them baby breads. The air is now filled with a gentle silence as my cries begin to slow down. My gaze shifts towards her hand, which is offering me another crouton. Her soft smile holds a comforting warmth, a subtle reminder that amidst all the pain, there's still room for moments like this. You've always been great at that, haven't you? Sherry pulls out 2 forks and some ranch dressing from the bag. Guess she's really willing to eat with me. Even after all I just said. We eat the salad together in silence, which is kind of awkward. To be expected, of course, but I figure I should try and break it anyway. You know, you and Bob are going on dates now, huh? Huh? I mean, yeah. Didn't you already know that? I was just wondering. Should I start getting protective now that you have someone vying for your attention? Don't scare him off, Monica. I worked hard to get where we are now. Sarah and I giggle together. The tension in the air eases off a bit. But it's still there. It seems as though Sierra and I's friendship isn't that easily broken. And I'm really relieved about that. I was hoping that was the end of the day, but I guess we keep going. Alright, that should be everything. I place all the grocery bags on the kitchen table and double check all of the items. Now it's nice to have parents that can support me financially while they're working overseas, but damn. I should get a job. I can't be mooching on my parents forever. I check the time on my phone. Sierra and Natsuki should already be finishing up with their baking. I just set the caller up for an update. Can the day just end, damn it? Well, I don't have that strong intentions towards this day, but it just seems like there's no end to this mod. It's unbelievable. Hello? Hey, Siri, how'd the baking go? We just started not too long ago, actually. Yeah, she was late. Natsuki calls from the distance. Late, huh? What kept you? I was checking up on Monica. Yeah, makes sense. Her voice noticeably dipped in that tone when she said that. Is everything okay? Yeah, everything's okay. Are you sure? You seem a little upset. Just a little word for Monica, that's all. But I'm sure she'll be okay. That's nice to know. She's been going through a lot lately. I think it's pretty cool that you guys are talking again, as you described it. Yeah, it's tough, but I think we can manage. She even gave me half of her salad. A salad? Yeah, truly the best food for fixing our friendship. You dork. I try. But yeah, it's nice to know that you guys are working through whatever problems you have. I'm proud of you for taking the initiative.
Anyway, just wanted to check in on you and Natsuki. If you need any help, just shoot me a text.
Okay, bye-bye.
Hang up the call and start putting away groceries. Sure do hope they work things out with each other. Seeing Saoirse's determination makes me want to root for her even more than I normally would. I hope Monica's just as willing. Finish cleaning up and head upstairs and get ready for bed. That should be it. Yeah, there we go. All right, well, so much for unicorns, rainbows, and sunshine. That was still fuckery. Huge. This should be an alarm. All right, cool.